Hey everybody on YouTube and Facebook. This is going to be actual recording, so I want to make sure I always address you all. Um, Let me just add one more thing that I need to add over here for the TikTok shop. So today I'm not going to go in crazy like I did yesterday. Yesterday I was making sure that y'all knew everything that the first week was going to be. Today I'm just going to make sure everybody have their books. I'm going to answer any questions that you all have. So if you all have any questions, definitely let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you all have. Okay, perfect. Just making sure all of the books are added. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. So, yes, you guys, we're going to have our class that's going to start in 2 more days. So, as you can see right here, we have 2 days to go. So, our class is about to start in 2 days. I just want to make sure that you all have your books. Make sure you all have your workbooks. Remember, this is the workbook that we're going to start. So, tomorrow I'm going to add on a lot of your documents that you're going to need for the first few days. I told you all that some people are not going to get their books on time just because you guys are purchasing late. People are probably going to be purchasing it today and tomorrow. So what I suggest is make sure you guys log into the course. I'm going to text you all the free course and want you to log into the course. And when you log in, you'll get the first 4 days of this book. So it's going to be already there. You'll get the first 4 days of this. Just print it out. And when you print it out, you can just work and do like the first 4 days of it or until your actual journal come in the mail. And when your actual journal come in the mail, then you could just start using the journal that you have at that point. So I want you guys to just make sure that you all are inside the course. If you all have purchased this workbook already, please let me know that you all have access to the course. If not, if you don't have access to it, please let me know now. I can text it to you while I'm texting everybody earlier. I'll say while I'm live, but that's not a good idea. I can text you all after I go live when I text everybody else that purchased the books today. So I want you all to make sure that for sure that you all have this one because this is the one that we're going to be going over. Okay. So this is the main one that I want to make sure that you all have. This is the one that we're going to go over starting on Friday. So we got 2 more days until we actually go over this. We're going to start doing every single day. So you're going to see up here, it's going to change. It's going to say day one of the free credit class, then it's going to say day 20, day 30, day 40. We got 75 days of this. So we got a 7 p.m. class and we got an 8 p.m. class. Okay, so right now this would technically be like the 7 p.m. class right here. Where you watching me at is where we're going to do the class at. So this will be the 7 p.m. class right here. So I suggest you all have your workbooks ready. I will be sharing my screen a lot. So and then everything that I'm going over now, as long as you buy one of the workbooks, you all are going to get a copy of these. So you all are going to be able to get a copy of the first 4 pages, and all you all are going to also get a copy of the course. So I'm going to add you all to send you the link so you can get added to the course. And once you get added to the course, all the documents that you need is going to be right there. But this is the one that we're going to go over first. Now, when I'm going through the course, I'm going to say, okay, this is the documents you're going to need. And I'll tell you on that day. I will try to add everything on at least the day before, 24 hours before 7 o'clock. So at least the day before I even go live, I'm going to make sure all the documents are going to be added on. Do you have a digital version of the book? I used to have a digital version of it, but now I just have the hard copy of it. The only one I have a digital version of is this one here. So this is the one I have a digital version of, and I have a lot of these that's coming in the mail like every single day now. So I suggest you all definitely get the bundle where you can have all three of these. So I don't have a digital version of this anymore. And honestly, this is like a very thick book. I suggest you all just get a hard copy of it. And I just stopped having a digital version of it because I wanted everybody to have it for like an iPad or something like that where you could just fill it in, type into it, but it wasn't working out like I thought. So this is the book that we're going to start on Friday. So we got 2 more days. Y'all believe we already here? Since I said we're going to do the lock-in, the credit lock-in, we're almost here. So this one is going to be Friday. We're going to start working on this book together. It's 75 days of things that you all will have to do to actually increase your credit score. So I'm gonna tell you all, well, I don't have to tell you, we're gonna go over everything together, because when you have your own workbook, you'll see exactly what we're gonna have to do in here. And again, when you purchase any of the workbooks, you're gonna have access to the course. That's where all the documents are at. Somebody asked me yesterday, do I have like actual pictures of like the dispute letters or any of the things I'm going to tell you that you need, and I don't actually have the pictures of it. You're going to have the actual document, like a Word or PDF version of it inside the course. A picture of it is not good. If I send you like a picture, like last time I did the course, I used to have a picture and I used to just like show it up so you'll just see it, but that's, and I'll say take a screenshot. No, I would rather you all get the actual document, save it, and then fill it out. Especially we talking budget. I'm having a lot of stuff in it for budgets, dispute letters, how to talk to the collection companies. We have a lot of things that's going to be inside of here, and I want you all to have an actual copy of it, because it's going to be so much easier. So I told you all, when you have this workbook, some days you're going to have more than just this workbook. So some stuff that you're going to get is, I'm going to have dispute letters in there, validation of debt letters. That's when those collection companies, they message you, or maybe they call you and they say, hey, we got a debt for you. You'll send out the validation of debt letter. I have pay for deletion letters. All of these things are going to be inside of the course. When we actually get to that point, again, I'm going to try to have it in there 24 hours before we actually start. I'm going to start adding those things in there. Now you're probably going to see them in there early too, because I just want to stay ahead, because it seems easy now with me being able to just go live and talk about this book here. But when it actually starts, we have to make sure that everybody's on the same page and organized. If y'all missing stuff, y'all may be left behind, and that's not the goal at all. So again, you're gonna get the validation of debt letter. I have a script for a collection company. I have a free goodwill letter that you all are gonna have, inquiry dispute letter that I'm gonna give you all. So all of that stuff is going to be inside the course. So as long as you buy any of these books, you'll see them down below in the TikTok shop. And then also you will see a link. I provided a link on where you all can get the book from. I can't say that out loud, but that is going to be the link of where you would get it from. And it's called Strong in 75. So you guys will have 2-day shipping to actually get it there. I do suggest that you all go to TikTok though, because they are cheaper on TikTok. But yeah, this is the book that we're going to start. So it's going to be 7 p.m. It's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to do this every single day for 75 days. And it's, the last day that we're going to do it is December 31st. That's why I said I wanted to do October 17th, because that actually will end off the year with this, which is the goal. You know, they talk about on TikTok, let's do a lock-in. So this is basically that lock-in. We're locking in. Now, again, it's 3 separate books. So this one, we're trying to, when we do this one, we're working to get 180 points in the 75 days. So just 60 points per bureau. Very easy for y'all to get. As long as y'all just do everything that we're going to do every day, just keep going live every day. I believe you guys will be able to make it. And then this is also in the bundle. This one is raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. This one is very vigorous, very, very vigorous. But I feel like if you already know about credit and you're really going to do what you need to do, because every day you're going to have something that you're going to have to do. But as long as you know about credit, I think that this will be a great option for you. This is going to be our 9 p.m. class, but this would not start until November 1st. So November 1st, this one is going to start. And then also it's going to start again December 1st. So this is only going to last 30 days. So it's a list of things that we have to do in here. It's a very thin book, because this book right here honestly plays off of this one. That's why I say just get them both. Because in this book, it's going to, on some days, they're going to say go to 4 or 5 pages in this book, because it's all on the same topic. Like if we're doing inquiries may be multiple days in this book, and it's only one day on here, you know, because I'm going to teach you guys how to remove those inquiries within 48 hours, and then I'm going to show you another way just in case that don't work. But again, this is the one that's going to be 9 p.m. I suggest you all go to the 8 p.m. class for this one and stay for the 9 p.m. class when this one starts November 1st. It's nothing wrong with actually getting more stuff, like, you know, doing more things or doing stuff ahead of time compared to the people that's actually doing this one. So this one right here is more of a slower pace. You're really learning a lot of things, but if you kind of know what you need to do, you just want to be in a group of people that's really doing a lot of things to increase their credit score fast. Maybe you're trying to get a house right away, trying to get a car right away. This would be a great one for you. But again, it comes in a package. I suggest you get the package. Now, last but not least is this one, which is Sue and to Win. This is my copy, but I actually have another copy for you all. So I have another copy. So if you guys purchase any of the books here, you want to play a game, I can actually, this copy is, I don't know what I did. I know I was right here, just, it's like this, they got this thing on it. Can y'all see it? It's like a misprint or whatever. Can y'all see that misprint? Like, I don't know. Something happened with this cover. So I am playing games again today. So if you guys want to win that extra book, if you purchase something, put game in the comments and I'll be happy to actually play the game with you all. And you all, I will add that one to your order. So just make sure you order something, put game in the comments. I'll check to see if you ordered it, and then I'll let you know what 3 categories you have to choose from, and then I'll ask you some questions. So you have to make sure you get 4 out of 5 of the questions correct, and then you all are going to be good. You guys will be able to win that book. Okay, I don't know why I did that. I'll drag you here to delete it. Okay, perfect. There we go. Because that was from yesterday. So let me know in the comments if you all have your books. Let me know if you all have any questions. Again, the goal is that you guys will get the goal is that just you guys will be able to get the 180 points increase with this one here. That's what the goal is. I want you all to just understand that's only 60 points per bureau. That's less than 1 point per day because we're going to do this for 75 days. Do not overthink it. You can see some results right here that I showed. That's just one of the results. I can show y'all plenty of results. Okay, thank you so much for ordering all 3 of them. Okay, perfect. So you ready then? That means you're gonna have everything together for ordering all 3 of them. So thank you so much for ordering all 3 of them. So this one right here, again, you guys, do not overthink this. This is going to be something that can be simple because we're going to go through every day together. It's not going to be something that's going to be hard. Now, if you guys don't know much about credit, this is going to teach you about credit a lot. This is the one that's going to really educate you, and this one is going to be the one that's going to be very accelerated. Okay? You haven't received the link yet? Okay, let me write your name down, and then I'm going to text it to you. Okay, let me see. Let me write it on this one, actually. You're welcome. Now, they're talking about the link to the course. So when you buy any of these books, it's going to be a link to the course that you all are going to need. But also, you're going to get a link inside. Oh, that's an A. You're going to also, when you have these books here, you're going to see, let me show you. You're going to also see it's going to be like a thing that says scan here. It's going to be the free course or whatnot. You can scan that to get the free course. You can get right into the free course when your books come in the mail. So if you all feel like you're having a hard time getting that link, definitely always tell me, message me. I've been making sure I stay on top of all my messages. I've been getting a lot of messages, but I'm gonna stay on top of all my messages. But message me and let me know that you have it, that you don't have a link, and I'll give it to you. Getting my book in a week. I only have 2. Only saw 2. Okay, so if you only saw 2 on that place that you said, I can't say it out loud. So this is one of them, right? So this Journey 75, and then also raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. And then this is the last one, which is called Swing to Win. So these are the 3 books here. Can you see them all? So this is probably the one that is this the one that you probably can't see? And then you should be able to put my name in. Just search my name in the place that you said you were at. Search my name, and then it's gonna have me and some other, some other books in there. But scroll down, you'll be able to see it. I try to make them all like this green color so that they all can kind of blend in together in a way. But for sure, you need that last one. Yeah, this one you definitely need. You definitely need this one. Seriously. This one right here is this. I wish I had this book. I swear. I really wish I had this book. I wish I honestly had all of them. That's why I really I created them. And I created them on my own too. So please bear with me in a way, but I think that they're very well put together. They're very easy to actually follow. I really do. I think that they're very organized. I think it's going to be easy for you all to write in them, but I want you guys to understand that this right here is a slower pace one. This one right here is going to be the faster pace, but I definitely think that you all should get both of them guaranteed. And definitely, if you got collections on your credit reports, for sure, collections. If you got collections on your credit reports, get this one. You can always double back and get this one if for some reason you can't get those collections deleted from your credit reports. So I just suggest you get the bundle because it's going to be cheaper just to get the bundle anyway. And then crypto, if you show me the receipt that you purchased the other um 2 books, why don't you just play the game and get this one? It has like this little thing on it. It's just from printing. I don't know what I guess it didn't melt, it melted wrong or something. But you can win this book. Why don't you just play the game and win this one? If this the one you said that you're missing, text me a copy of your receipt and let's just play the game. And then I'll mail it to you tomorrow. There's my phone number right there. That's what I would suggest you go ahead and do. It's no point of purchasing it when you can go ahead and actually win it now. But anybody that's in here, again, if y'all having any questions, definitely let me know. Our first class is going to start Friday. Our first class is going to be at 7 p.m. We're going to go over this book here. So this is the one I really want you to have available. If you don't have it available, for some reason, it's going to be available later on. I just want you guys to understand that the first 4 pages of this, like maybe it's going to take a while for it to get delivered to you. Basically, the first 4 pages of this will be inside the course, and I will text you the course. So if you all don't have access to the course, also make sure that you message me too. That way I can give you access to the course. So I can go ahead and give you access to the course. All you gotta do is put your email address in and you'll be able to get in the course. Let me actually show you all how to navigate the course too. Because that's gonna make it easier. And you know what? Matter of fact, before since you're still in here, I'm gonna text you this link first, and then we'll get into it. I just want to make sure that you have this course. So let me find your phone number, and then I'll text it to you now. Okay? Since you're still here, I'll find your phone number. I'll text it to you. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, let's get. I'm gonna find your phone number, and then I'm gonna text it to you. And then let me see. Make sure I have your spelling right. Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure I send them the link to that course. To everybody else, I'm going to make sure you just send me the phone number. I have it on here for sure. Oh, you're right here with me, the Sunshine State. Okay. And then the 6. That's your phone number? Okay, I'm gonna send it to you now. I thought I could be able to message y'all this stuff, but TikTok did not like that at all. They like, no, you can't be sending links. But that's fine. Let me just find the link and I'm gonna send it to you. Little message. Okay, so I'm gonna send a text message and then we're gonna look inside the course so you all can be able to navigate it. 754, 756. Let's go for it. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm just talking out loud. I hope y'all well, you don't want to hear right now. I'm gonna not add this one in there. I'm so sorry. I'm just talking out loud, mumbling. Okay, so let me tell me if you got it. I'm gonna send it to you now. Okay, here it is. Okay, let me remember this time to go and listen for myself. 7:20. Okay, I just sent the message. So let me know if you actually received it. Let me pin your comment to make sure that you actually received it. Okay, perfect. Are you from Japan? I don't even know what y'all credit system is like out there in Japan. But I really do like Japan. When I went to Japan, I was breaking all of the rules. I didn't, my daughters getting mad at me. I was actually listening to some of them. Like they say you can't eat outside, going up the elevator and stuff like that. The stairs was very different. It's like military to me, like how everything was so like organized. But I definitely cannot wait to go back to Japan. But I don't know what y'all credit system is like. Okay, so let me know if you actually got it. I wouldn't say it's weird. Well, I would probably. It's very different. Very, very different. To me, it feels very militant. So I know it's gonna look kind of funny you all on here showing y'all this course, but I'd rather show y'all and bear with me with showing y'all this course because it's gonna look very, very funny. But TikTok, y'all gonna see the course easily. So I'm gonna show y'all the course. The goal is that y'all have y'all workbooks ahead of time. Go ahead and get your workbooks. You'll see them down below in the TikTok shop. Let me know if you got that text message. I sent you the link to the course. I'm going to show y'all what the course actually looks like. So if you buy any of these books right here, I'm going to give you all access to the course. This is a class that we're starting Friday. It's a class that's going to start at 7 p.m. and then also at 8 p.m. Same way you're watching me now is exactly where the class is going to be at. So this is the book that you guarantee need to have for Friday. But don't worry if your book don't come in time. I'm going to make sure I mail them out first thing in the morning. But if it don't come in time, don't worry because I'm going to have the first 4 pages of this workbook inside the free course, and I'm going to text you tonight the actual course. So this is the workbook that we're going to work on, but I do suggest you get all 3 of them because this one actually is going to start on the first, and it's to raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. So this is 30 days, and this one right here, we're working to get 180 points in 75 days. This one is going to last us 75 days here, so make sure you all go ahead and get the bundle of just all 3 of them. And then this is going to show you how to sue those collection company. So yeah, Esther, that's my assistant. So yes, Esther is my assistant. She does all of like my calling and things like that. I don't do any callings. If I have like a scheduled appointment with you, she most likely schedules you. If at any time too you're talking to Esther and you want to talk to me, like, oh, can you put me yeah, she works for me. So anytime you want to be able to talk to me, you can say, hey Esther, can you put me on Rakita's schedule too? Because she can go ahead and put you on the schedule. Okay, perfect. You received it. Yes. Yeah, she definitely worked for me. So I have Esther and then also a Rose. Rose may call you too. But let me show you all this course. Let me just get it together first, you all. Let me share the screen and then I'll add you all so that you guys can see it. And again, it's gonna look kind of funny, y'all. I just know is that too small though? Like, can y'all see anything on it? Can y'all zoom in some maybe? Okay, y'all gonna get the gist of it. Like, y'all gonna be able to see it though. Let me show y'all. Okay, I'm glad that you received that link. But yeah, they work for me, so you may hear from them. They do all of my calls and stuff like that. They make my life so much easier. Um, so it looks so crazy on their end, right? Okay, so this is what it's gonna look like though. So this is inside the course, right? So when y'all get inside the course, these are the 5 things that I really want you to watch so you can see like what we're going to be doing, what's actually hurting your credit score. You need to know like the 5 things that's really hurting your credit score so you can know what you really need to work on. Okay, let me fin that. Anything you need to work on, we're gonna talk about disputes, and that's for the accounts. They're gonna talk about that. Why you need credit monitoring, we're going to talk about that. Like that's basically why you need to know what's on your credit reports, and then what's your next 75 days going to look like how what you're going to do for the next 75 days because it's going to last 75 days. So all of the pre-recordings are already here. So I'm adding them here. That way you all will be able to look at like the previous recordings that we've done. So this is going to be the last one is going to be on here tomorrow. So tomorrow you all when you come here you're actually going to be seeing another section here which is going to look like this one, day 1 through 10. You're going to actually see that down in this section now, and that's where I'm going to add like the first 4 days of the book and any other documents that you're going to need. I'm going to make sure you have them all 24 hours before we start, so that's when you're going to be able to see it there. You're going to see a whole different section here. These right here is when I did it before. So I did it in summer 2025. So I did it already in the summer. So that's what you all are going to see right here. These are all the previous recordings. You can watch all of the videos, but the documents are not here. You're going to see the documents in this area. Okay. And that way, if we're going live and, if I'm going live for a class and we on day 20, you'll know to look for this one here, 11 through 20, but it'll be in this section because, again, these are the dates that you all are doing. Okay. And then, two, I've made up my mind. I'm going to actually separate for this one, the raise your credit score 100 points. I'm going to actually separate it. So when I say separate it, this is going to be the strongest 75, which is 75 days of the book, and then I'm gonna do another one with raise your credit score 100 points. So I'm going to separate like that hour that we're going to do the class from 9 o'clock. I'm going to actually separate that so that you all can just watch those videos because they're going to all be merged together because I'm going live for the whole 3 hours, but I'm going to actually separate it to make it easier for you all. So if you think you're going to miss a day or maybe you want to kind of work ahead, you're welcome to any of these recordings here. So all you have to do is just click on it and then you all will be able to find all of the videos for it, what we're talking about. You'll be able to find everything there. So this should be very, very easy. The thing is, I really just want you all to make sure that you're in the course because when you all are in the course, it make it so much easier for me to give you all documents. Like you're gonna have PDFs, you're gonna have photos. There's gonna be so many things that I cannot give you all. And then it's gonna be sometimes where I'm just gonna do a recording in here. So instead of like me coming on live, if I want to say something, I'm gonna put it right here in the course because I probably don't want everybody to hear certain things maybe that we have going on. I do want to make it where you guys are doing something, getting something special. So I just suggest you all have that course so you don't miss anything or any of the announcements. So this is what the course will actually look like. And again, you're going to get this as long as you purchase any of the books because you're going to need this course. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like, you all. Uh-oh. It's a topic. Let me see. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I tried to flip the thing around and I end up turning it off. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. So hopefully you all seen the actual course. You know what it's going to look like. Let me see. Let me try to move this. Let me move it off of this course thing so y'all can see me now because y'all done seen so much of the course and it don't even look that good. It's so small for what I'm doing, but I need to make sure I change it over so that you guys can see the full screen. So I am going to change it back to orientation so you guys I can be able to share my screen better. You guys can see everything that I'm adding. I'm going to make sure I change that over tomorrow when I go live. I'm going to make sure I change that over so that you all can be able to see everything. But I'm so sorry, TikTok, I accidentally ended the live when I was showing you all the course. So I'm so sorry about that. But hopefully you guys see exactly what everything is. I want you all to make sure that you log in. Now I do have a few things I want to go over too of steps that I want you guys to do. So I want you all to first of all, again, make sure you have your books. This is the most important thing. Have your books because you can always get into the course later on. Message me about getting a free link. You're getting a link to the free course, but you have to have your books. If you don't have your books, then you're not going to be able to go over anything. So I suggest you all have your books. If you don't have it, you're not going to be able to go over what we're going to go over. So just make sure that you have your books no matter what. That's going to be like one of the most important things. So make sure you get them down below for a TikTok shop. And then we're going to start the class on Friday. It's going to be right here. So I'm going to go live from I'm going to go live at 7 p.m. and at 8 p.m. and then I'm going to go live again at 9 p.m. That's where you guys are going to be able to ask me any questions. If you all have any questions, that's exactly where you guys are going to be able to ask me any questions. This is the one that we're going to do at 7 p.m. and also at 8 p.m. So this is the book that we're going to go over. This is the one that's going to start Friday. This one is going to start November 1st and also December 1st. Okay. So make sure you all have this too. I have a bundle where you can also get all three of them. YouTube and Facebook, you all know that it's a special place that you all have to go to get a copy of the book. Let me make sure I add that link just in case. Oh, that's the course added. I guess I can't add, copy it and paste it, but you guys should be able to see it in the comments, the link to the course. But you guys will be able to go to that place and get an actual copy of the book. And then after you all purchase the book, I usually most likely send you all, like I stay up until usually like 11 o'clock because I have to make sure that I wait an hour to be able to get your personal information, like your phone number. I'll text you the link to the course. All you have to do is put your email address in. You can get right into the course, and it's when you purchase any of these books. So it's three separate books. But if you guys are on YouTube or if you guys are on Facebook, you have to send me a copy of your receipt because I wouldn't even know that you purchased from the places you're going to purchase it from. All I know is that something was purchased. I'm not going to know like who did it, what's their information. I'm not going to know any of that. But when somebody's purchasing it on TikTok, I'll be able to know all of that. So that's going to be the difference. So I want you all to make sure, again, that you get the access to the course because I'm going to start telling you, oh, go get this out the course, go get that out the course. And just because you got the books, this is not going to be good enough. You have to make sure that you get access to the course. Now, when you're inside the course, I want you guys to look at videos 1 through 5. It's 5 videos on there. I want you guys to look at those videos and then let me know if you have any questions. So tomorrow, you guys are going to get the numbers, the address to the credit bureaus. I'm also going to add a few of the documents that you're going to need for the first day of class. I told you all some people are going to get this book late right here. So since you guys may get this book late because class starts in 2 days, I'm going to have the first 4 days available where you guys can download it. You guys can just have a picture of it. I suggest you guys just print it out and then you can write in it and then transfer everything back into this book here. So you're going to have different places. I'm just going to show you this one. So like this page right here, you're going to have a place down here where you can be able to write. So just print it out so you can take your notes you're going to need. You need to start tracking your credit scores. So that's one of the first things we're going to get in. We're going to get into how to actually get your credit scores for free. We're going to show you how to get your credit reports for free because we need to make sure that you're tracking your credit scores and look at your credit report every single day. So that's kind of what we're going to go over in here. So I want you guys to just print it out the first 4 days. If for some reason you purchase the workbook now, it's not there in 2 days because I'm in Orlando, Florida. Maybe you're in California, it's gonna take a few days. Don't worry because you're gonna get the first 4 days inside the course. And if for some reason you still don't have your if you still don't have your book, just let me know because I can give you the other days because every day is different. Every day gonna be something different. Every day gonna be something different that we're gonna have to do. So just let me know that you don't have access to it and then I will be able to send you more copies of the book. I can send you like digital copies of the book so that you can be able to see those specific pages. But again, we're starting day 1 on Friday, so it's going to be 7 o'clock class and also an 8 o'clock class. This is p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when the class is going to be. So I want you all to make sure that you have this book here. And then at 9 o'clock p.m. is going to be this book here. This one is actually going to start November 1st. This is Raise Your Credit Score 100 points in 30 days. So this one right here is going to start November 1st and it's going to end November 30th. And then it's going to start again December 1st and end December 30th. So I have my birthday coming up. You know, we got holidays coming up. I have my graduation coming up. I'm so excited about it. I have my graduation coming up. So, you know, all these things coming up, I don't care. I'm still going to go live. I know I kind of cut everybody off while I was doing like my last, not want to say cut people off. I was just focusing only on my clients. But I was focusing on my last few courses because I took 6 courses this semester. So now I'm only down to 2 because I got 4 of them done because I did the accelerated one. But now I'm here and I'm going to make sure I do the books with you all. I don't care where I'm at. Even the day of my graduation, I graduate at 12 p.m. I'm going to be back at 7 o'clock to make sure that I go live with you all. And we're going to go over this book here. Okay. But during my graduation time, too, we still going to have this one at 9 o'clock because I graduate in December. But no matter what, I'm going to be here live with you all. I don't care if I have to lay in a bed and be recording just to make sure I go over everything with you all. The point is that I want you guys to understand, like, it's a relaxed thing that we're going to do. It's going to be vigorous because I'm going to say it's so much stuff that we're going to have to learn, we're going to have to do, especially if you guys are doing this one right here. It's a full list of stuff on here that I do think that you need to make sure that you have ready and done. So it's a full list. This is going to be the full list of stuff we're going to go over, but we're going to break it up over the 30 days. So this one is going to be very fast paced. Again, it's from 30 days and you're trying to get 100 points in the 30 days. So if you take this back to back, just to make sure that you're not missing anything, or maybe sometimes I tell you to do something and you couldn't get it to work the last month, you try again in December after you tried in November, then you can be aiming for the 200 points because we're looking for 180 points with this one here. So we're looking for 180 points with this one here in the 75 days. And then you're looking for 100 points in 30 days. So if you're doing it for 60 days, you could possibly go for the 200, but understand that you should do everything that's in this book. Don't be like, oh, I don't know. I'm not going to do that day. I'm going to skip this day, or I'm on vacation. When you purchase any of these books, I'm going to put all of these recordings that I'm doing, I'm putting them in the course. You're going to get access to a free course. I'm going to text you the free course. So there's not going to be any reason as to why you didn't do anything. I fell off. I did this in the summer before, and I fell off for 2 days. I fell off in like the 40s, and I think I fell off in like the 60s. What I did was the next day, I recorded that day I missed, and then I did another recording. So I went live 2 times that time to say, hey, I know I missed this. But I just made sure I picked myself up. So I want you all to do the same thing. So it's going to be 75 days of things that we're going to have to do in here. We're starting Friday. I'm not going to stop this until December 31st. Don't be surprised if y'all see me with no makeup on in the bed and we're going through this book. It don't matter. I just want y'all to make sure y'all get this stuff done. And I want y'all to be like that too. Just get y'all a pen, get y'all some water, or get y'all some juice, or whatever y'all have to do. Get y'all a highlighter so y'all can highlight certain things and just make sure y'all get it done. I remember when I first told y'all in like September, I was like, well, let's do a credit lock-in. Everybody told me we're going to do a great lock-in. I said, let's do a credit lock-in. I already got a workbook for it. Somebody said they were going on vacation. I don't care if you're going on vacation. I'm going on vacation too. And guess what I'm taking with me? I'm packing this in my luggage, okay? And my flights is early. I already timed it. My flights is early, and then when I'm leaving late. So I will be fine. We're going to make sure we do this class no matter what. So I want you guys to just make sure that you watch it live, or if you don't watch it live, whenever you purchase any of these books, I'm going to put it inside the free course. After you purchase it, I usually send a text message out after I go live. So I'm going to stop going live around 10 o'clock today. So after I go live, I'm going to start sending text messages out to everybody. All you got to do is put your email address in. Once you put your email address in, you're going to be able to have access to that free course. That free course is what you're going to need to be able to get the documents. When I say, oh, here's the inquiry removal letter, here's the validation of debt letter, here is a letter you can use to have a script on how to talk to collection companies. Whatever it is, it's going to be inside the course. You're going to also have like the numbers, the addresses to the credit bureaus, anything that I think that you need that is better just where I can have like a sheet there for you or something to reference. It will be inside the course. It's only so much that y'all can see on here. Y'all can clearly see that, right? It's only so much y'all can see. So I want you all to understand that I'm going to add it inside the course. And thank you so much for purchasing a bundle. I'm gonna make sure I have your bundle out first thing in the morning. When I tell y'all my TikTok shop says that I am at a 99.1% on time rate. And the only reason why I wasn't on time with that probably 1 or 2 packages was just because of the post office. That had nothing to do with me. When I tell y'all that I make sure that I take my last packages into the post office if I need to make sure that y'all getting these on time, I'm just making sure y'all get them on time because we're starting on Friday. So we're going to have a 7 p.m. class and an 8 p.m. class. So I want you all to figure out which class you want to do. All I'm doing is basically repeating everything from 7 o'clock. I'm repeating that again at 8 o'clock. So don't be like, oh, I don't know which one. But I do suggest a lot of people take the 8 p.m. So take the 8 p.m. because we're going to do this workbook right here, right? So this workbook is going to be 75 days of things that we're going to have to do, right? So it's going to be 75 days of things that we're going to do. It's all credit based. It's also about your body and then your mindset too. But it's going to be 75 days of things we have to do. So I got an 8 p.m. class. I really like that one because if you do the 8 p.m., you get the bundle. You can stay for the 9 p.m. and do this one. This one is very vigorous. But when I tell people to do stuff in this class, you can just sit here and listen and be like, you know what? I can do that now because it's going to be way ahead of this class. You can do all of this stuff ahead of time. Credit is one of the things where credit is very, very easy. All you have to do when you think about any credit is you got to make sure you have 4 credit cards. You got to make sure those credit cards, the utilization is low, meaning that you don't have a high balance on these credit cards. You don't have late payments on them. You just make sure they are reporting. You want to make sure you have 2 installment accounts. Installment accounts can be a personal loan, can be your student loans, it could be your car payment. Yes, but make sure you get this one too. You can't just, I know a lot of people say they want to do the 100 points, but this 100 points is going to tell you, hey, do 4 pages in here. I want you to have this too because just in case you lost on the subject, this one is going to go into details with you. I'm not saying that this one is not going to go into details. Like it is very detailed. Like day 23, for the people that don't have credit cards or they can't get credit cards, I'm going to tell them, hey, add you some secure credit cards if you need to. Because y'all know some of them secure credit cards graduate like Navy Federal. You can put $200 down, and in 6 months it'll turn into $2,000, and they'll give you your $200 back. So it's going to be it is going to be detailed, but at the same time too, it's going to be more pages in here that's going to go over that same subject. So I suggest you get both, and if you have collections, you definitely want to get the bundle because I'm going to show you guys how you can actually get money and deletions and results by suing the collection companies. I have settlements with all 3 credit bureaus. I also have settlements with collection companies, and I also sued creditors in the past. And when I sued them, all them accounts came off my credit reports, and it was like $40,000 worth of debt. And they never came back to sue me because I actually sued them first. So I highly suggest that you all do this. I wish that we can just have attorneys that you all can go to, but honestly, I tried to find attorneys for myself and I couldn't find them. They seem like they're just not up to par. They feel like the case is not that good, like they won't be able to get it done. But I haven't even went to law school. I don't start law school until August. So how is it that I haven't went to law school and I was able to get settlements? You know, I just feel like sometimes these attorneys are not up to par, so y'all can take this stuff into your own hands and do this stuff yourself. But I do suggest you go ahead and get all 3 of them. And thank you so much, Tia. I appreciate you for liking the live. So again, this one is going to be the one that we're going to start with. This is the one we're going to start with on Friday. So I just want to make sure that you have a copy of this. But don't think that you're going to get a copy of this without getting a copy of this. Thank you, Tia, for joining the fan club. You need to actually make sure that you have a copy of this too. Because I just think that is going to this one right here. I need y'all to start thinking accelerated. I'm not saying y'all gonna mess up y'all credit again, but think about it. This your first time messing up your credit? This your first time having to fix it again? Is it some things that you just don't know about credit? I feel like if you go through this whole thing, you're gonna learn so much. And since I talk a lot while I'm going through law school, or even too, some cases I am reviewing a lot of different cases, looking at a lot of different cases. I'm gonna be able to teach y'all and educate y'all on so many different things. And if y'all already know the basics, y'all can catch what I'm talking about when I talk about lawsuits. So, and that's what this one is going to be here. So a lot of times people are getting sued by these collection companies. You guys can actually sue them, okay? So you guys can actually sue them yourself. And I'm going to teach you guys how to actually get money and get deletions and get some results from actually suing. So that's what this book is. And this book is very thin. You just need to be able to know how to do it. I took a course to be able to do my lawsuits. My last one, should I say. The other ones, I was just so scared. I'm not saying I wasn't scared for this last one, but I was way more prepared. I took 2 courses in college that was not part of my degree. Let me move y'all over because I'm all over here. I took 2 courses that was not part of my degree. I took it last fall and I took it in the spring. It was part 1 and part 2. I took those courses, and that's what taught me how to like actually do federal court. Because when I sued with Midland, I did it in state court. So I sued Midland first, right? That was a different lawsuit. I did that in 2022. Got the settlement in 2022. I sued them in 2022. I sued them in state court. I said, hey, I want $8,000. I want you to delete this from my credit report, and I no longer ever want to hear about this debt. That's what I wanted in my lawsuit. But when I sued them, they ended up removing it to federal court because I stated federal laws, and I was so scared, you guys. So I was like, you know what? This time I know I need to be able to sue. I need to take a course that's going to educate me because I don't go to law school until next year, or technically in 2026, because I actually put the lawsuit in what, October, so it's a year ago now. I put that last lawsuit in against all three credit bureaus and LJ Ross. I put that in like October, November. So I had to actually get education. So while I was in the course, actually first I messaged my professor like, "Hey, I have to sue a few companies, and I need to be able to send a message to like 7 to 10 different professors. I need to know how to put complaints together. I need to be able to do this, this, and that." And one of them actually emailed me back and said, "Okay, you need to take my course because I go over all of that. I'm going to teach you all of that." I was like, "Okay, good." And she taught me very, very well, because even the judge told me too. She was like, she does better than 80% of the attorneys. Like, what she's doing is better than 80% of the attorneys that file things here. So I was like, okay, look at me. And I haven't even went to law school yet, so I was like so proud. But this right here is going to show y'all how to get some money, basically. And one of my settlements is public. I can only talk about really public records with like my last lawsuits against the bureaus, and also LJ Ross, because that was the last collection company I sued. I can only talk about public record stuff, but the format on how to sue and how to put stuff together, I can definitely talk to you guys about how to be able to do that. But everything is in here. We're going to go over this the last week of class. But the thing is this, y'all, everything that's in here, I'm really setting y'all up to be able to sue. I'm telling you, because in here it say, hey, I need y'all to do 3 dispute letters, right? So we're going to do our first dispute letter like the first week. Then after that, in about 30 days, 35 days, we're going to send another dispute letter to try to work to get those accounts deleted. We got to wait about 30, 35 days. And think about that. It's about 70 days in. And then I'm going to say, hey, y'all, this class is ending, but y'all should already have 2 dispute letters out. I suggest y'all send a demand letter. A demand letter is going to be that last letter. Like, you're going to say, hey, give me, I'm suing you for $10,000. So I demand that you give me $10,000 to delete these accounts from my credit reports. And if you don't do that, I'm going to actually sue you in court. So I'm giving you 15 days. And then what I would do if it was me, I would actually send that to the attorney. I'll find out who their attorney is, or I'll send it to their corporate agent. So that's what I would actually do. That way you actually have it. And then if they don't actually do it, they don't settle with you, that's fine. You could just use that in court. Maybe you just got to wait to go to court for that settlement. But my professor told me, she was like, a lot of cases is not going to get finished in court. You're not going to go to trial. I never did any of that in my court case. I didn't do any trials or anything like that, but I was prepared for it. So this right here, think about this. This is going to be like a smooth sailing. We're going to increase your credit score. If you have to sue somebody, you got to set some stuff up. This is going to help y'all have everything set up if y'all need to. And I do know a few attorneys that is accepting cases. So hopefully too, I can be able to connect y'all with some attorneys that will be able to take the case. But I just want y'all to have in the back of y'all mind that this is something that y'all might have to do on your own. Like, y'all may not be able to get that attorney, but I'm going to help y'all be set up fully. And then I have this here. And then this actually has its own separate course where you guys can be able to see like a complaint. And I'm going to also open up my complaints in there, open up my case in there, so you guys can go through everything, read everything, see how I laid it out. And looking at how I wrote my complaint, then I'm like, oh my gosh, I definitely was in my first, 2 weeks of my class. 2 to 3 weeks of my class. Like, soon as she taught us a complaint, I picked it up like this. Like, oh, that's what you were supposed to do. And once I figured out once I picked it up, I actually put my lawsuit in right away. We weren't even done with the class. And I was getting frustrated because I felt like the case sometimes can move faster than the class. And I'm like, you need to teach me more. But that's why I'm happy that I have this here, because I already know the steps now. I know how everything is going to work. Granted, I have not went to trial, but I think that if you set some stuff up the right way, you don't have to go to trial. You can get the settlement beforehand. So the order of my settlement was Equifax settled with me first. I did my lawsuit in October. Equifax settled with me in December. TransUnion settled with me next, Experian, and then LJ Ross settled with the last case. So they're all gonna, most likely settle at their own different pace. But the point is just have everything set up right and you'll be good. But again, we're gonna set that up in this. So make sure our class starts 7 p.m. and at 8 p.m. on Friday. Right now, I'm just making sure y'all all have y'all books. I'm gonna be mailing out the books. I usually have those books out right away. I have a 99% on time delivery. So when they tell you you're gonna get it by a certain day, bank on it, like, that's going to be the date. Um, but we're going to start on Friday. When you purchase any of the books, you guys are also going to be able to get an online course. So I'm going to actually text you that course. All you have to do is put your email address in. You're going to be in a course. That's when you're going to find all of the documents. And thank you so much, Tia, for giving me all these likes. I really appreciate your support. But that's it, and also Anthony too. That's how you all are going to be able to get all the documents. So, to be able to set yourself up to sue, you need to be able to send out dispute letters. So I'm gonna have a free letter that you all can fill out. I'm gonna teach you how to fill it out line by line. I've been doing this for 10 years now. So I've been doing this for a while. I do have it. So when you get in the course, I have it where you all can get free dispute letters done for me. I would do 6 months worth of it, dispute letters for you. I can email them to you, or I can actually mail them out. Now, when you all send out those dispute letters, I don't care, whether you're going to do the free ones or not. Y'all should send them out certified mail. This right here, y'all probably seen this when y'all got legal stuff coming for y'all. If y'all haven't seen certified mail yet, y'all know if y'all gonna get something where court's trying to give you something or they need a signature or something, y'all know this is what they're going to send to y'all. So we gonna send the same thing to them, because this right here is going to track the time they got it, the date that they got it, and the location. It's just gonna verify that they got the letter. Y'all don't want the credit bureaus to say, "Oh, we never got a letter for you," or stuff like that, or they have 30 days to respond to the letter. We know the date that they have it, so our time start ticking at that point. Okay, so that's why I suggest you all send out certified mail. You can get this from the post office, but since I send so many letters, you all, I have even more than this. I just can't pull them out from where they be at. But I just have a whole stack of them. I just keep a whole stack of them at the house because I send so many of these every day. So I just keep a stack of them at the house. But when you go to the post office, you'll see these. These are basically, these things right here are free. You just got to fill it out, but it's not free to mail. So you just go get these things. So I just go get them, and then I got to pay for the postage. I think we at $6.08 right now to mail out certified. So you're gonna need three of them that first month. So you're gonna need three of them that first month. We're gonna go into this later on though. Don't think too hard. But you're gonna need three of them that first month. We're gonna send one to all three credit bureaus if you guys have all three credit bureaus reporting. The only thing that I want y'all to worry yourselves with, because I have put y'all a whole list together of things I need y'all to do. So first of all, just make sure you have your books on Friday. That's it. Class started at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Pick a class. You see how we almost nearing 8 o'clock? Started at 7:45. I would have started answering any questions that you have because I would have already been teaching a lesson. 7:45. That's when I'm like, okay, I done. I said everything I need to say. Y'all have any questions? And then at 8 o'clock, I'm just gonna switch over like I never said anything at all and start doing an 8 o'clock class. All of the recordings is going to be in a free course that you all are going to have. So once you purchase the books, again, I'm going to text you that link to I'm going to text you the link to the course, put your email address in, and you'll be inside the course. And I've been showing y'all multiple times on how to navigate it. The course. So you guys it's so easy how to navigate it, but you guys will be able to see all of the recordings and stuff inside the course. And then at 9 o'clock, we're going to start doing this one here. This is a separate book. This is a more vigorous course. This one's going to start at 9 o'clock, and it's going to start November 1st. And also it's going to start again December 1st. It's 30 days long. This one right here is 75 days long. That's why we starting it early. They talk about how we're gonna do this lock in on TikTok. I already really started locking in. Y'all see, ever since they said we're gonna do lock in, I've been posting every single day on TikTok. I finished up my courses because I took 6 courses this semester. Now I'm down to 2 of them. So I've been working like crazy, making sure I get my courses out the way. And then I said, you know what? I freed up a lot of time. Let me actually get back to you all, because I know when I start law school, I'm not going to be so available like I am now. With saying I'm going to go live every single night for 75 days. I know that's going to be so, so hard. So I've been locked in. So I was like, okay, what is the 75, since it's 75 days long, what is 75 days before the last day of the year? Because don't forget, we supposed to lock in until the end of the year. Did y'all forget we was locking in? I don't know if y'all been locking in, but I've been working out, staying hydrated. I've been getting everything together for this course, for this free course online. I even added the free course where you guys can log in. I have all the resources getting prepared. I'm going to add them all to the course. I've been making sure you guys get your packages. I've been ordering new products because you guys been selling me out of it because everybody been getting ready for the course. But I've been getting locked in. But that's why I said we was going to lock in on this. So that's why I've been telling people, make sure you have your workbooks. Where you watching me at now, this is exactly where we're going to do a course at. This is exactly where it's going to be at. Just make sure that you guys are following me, and then make sure you hit the bell. I think the bell is here, like when I look at other people. I think the bell is like more in this area. Make sure you guys are following me. Push, turn, and shove, though. If you was to miss it, because, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock is not a good time for you, don't worry about it. Once you purchase these books, I'm going to give you access to the free course. Okay, I'm going to give you access to the free course. When you have access to the free course, you'll see all of the recordings there. Put free course in the comments, and I'll actually show you guys a free course. For the people that haven't seen it, like how it's laid out, so that way you know how to navigate it. Put free course in the comments, and then I'll show you like how it's going to look and how to navigate it. And then I'll show you like exactly how it's going to look. But yeah, these are the things that we're going to do. This one will be at 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. And then this one is going to be at 9 o'clock. But this one starts Friday. This one starts November 1st. This one is 30 days. This is 75 days. Okay, so y'all want to see what the free course look like? Okay, so let me actually start sharing my screen. I'm going to share I know it's not going to look the best for y'all on YouTube and Facebook. I apologize, but I'm going to show them the free course. Let me show y'all what the free course is going to look like so that you guys. Hey, Bless today. I'm gonna show you guys what it's gonna look like. Let me clean my screens first. Okay, let me show y'all what it's gonna look like, and then you guys can just log in. Okay, perfect. So this is what the free course is going to look like. So you can click right here on Start Course if you want to, and then it will navigate you. This is the 5 videos that I want you to watch right away. Y'all see that? These are the 5 ones that I want you to watch right away. It's going to just show you how everything is going to work, have y'all understand like the basics of what we're going to be doing. So these are the ones that I want you guys to do right away. And then you can click right here on Next Module. And these are the pre-recordings that we're doing right now. So you see how I'm live? I've been live for the last few days. You see, I've been adding each one in here. So today is the 15th. So I'm going to go ahead and add the 15th on here now. So you're going to see all of the pre-recordings here, okay? So you're going to see all of the pre-recordings on here. And then next you can put next module. And these are the ones that I did before. So I did this in the summertime before. So you'll see all 75 days of old recordings on here. So you'll be able to see all of the recordings on here. And then you can just click the link and it'll take you to the actual video. So that's what it's going to look like. I also like this layout too, because I can just see everything better this way. So again, these are the 5 videos that I need y'all to watch. So once y'all go ahead and purchase these workbooks, you guys are going to get free access to the course. I suggest you all get the bundle too. So you're going to have free access to the course when you purchase these workbooks, because we're going to start working on it on Friday. Okay, so we're going to start on Friday, and I want y'all to watch these before Friday, before we start at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Pick which one you want to do. Both of those classes, the same class, just everything gonna be repeated. I want you to watch all 5 of these, and then these are going to be the live recordings that I did. And then I'm going to copy. You see, it says like day 1 through 10. I'm going to copy this and just put it up here because now I'm going to have the new recordings that we're going to do now. So these are going to be more old school too. They didn't have an actual copy of the book at the time. It's totally different, but at the same time, the information is still the same where I'm teaching. I do love like the dispute letters in here. I'm not gonna lie, like how I did these dispute letters, how to write them, all of that stuff. These are very, very detailed. So I had a sample credit report, so credit report from somebody I was helping them with their credit like 8 years ago. I took out all their case and all the account numbers and all that stuff, and we use that dispute letter for this whole course. I'm gonna do that same thing this time. I'm gonna use that same credit report, and we're going to use that same thing and do the same thing that I did previously because we got to do dispute letters. So I'm going to have a sample report that I'm going to act like it's like mine, and then I'm going to go through everything with you. But again, you guys are going to be able to have access. So like if you click here, I'll teach you guys how to get like the free dispute letters, but you don't have to be certain things there. And I don't want everybody like copying everything. You're going to get the link once you purchase these books here in a TikTok shop. You're going to get this thing for free. So don't overthink it. You're going to get everything for free. And anytime I'm telling y'all that y'all need to have a certain link, it's going to be in that section. So say if we was on day 22 of our course, this is the old course, but it's going to eventually be over here. You see where it says 10/11 to the 31st? So if we on day 22, it's going to most likely be right here, 21 to 30. That's where I'm going to add all your documents at, but it's just going to be in this section. So I'm going to tell y'all to go and download the documents, whatever the document is that you all are going to need. So it's going to be documents that you're going to need. But again, after I go live, I'm going to text you all this course. I'm going to text you all the links. So all you got to do is just get into the course and then just wait for the documents. I know I'm going to add some documents on tomorrow. Let me get my charger, and then I'll tell you kind of some of the documents I need to add on. So for one thing, I need to give you all the addresses and the phone numbers to the credit bureau. So I need to know this information. So I'm going to add that on because I'm going to add the 1 through 10 section into the course. You guys are going to need that information. So I'm going to add that inside the course. So looking tomorrow, and my goal is 24 hours before class start, I'm going to make sure you have those documents. So 24 hours before the class starts, you're going to have those documents. And probably before then, I'm probably going to start adding stuff on early. So if you guys want to work early, but just you guys that had the documents, don't look at the old recordings, look at the new ones. So that's where I'm going to add the documents. So I'm not going to add them to the old ones. So this is the one that we're going to start on Friday. And then this is the one that's going to start November 1st. Okay, so this is more of an accelerated version of this one. So a lot of people got this book already. I do suggest that you all get this one here because they both play off of each other. This one is just an accelerated version of this one. You guys have to understand that. But I'm going to start adding the documents in on there now. And for the people that may be getting your books late, I'm going to have the first 4 pages of this book inside the course. Okay, I'm going to have the first 4 pages. And then for the people, as you start getting your books later on, you can always message me, say, hey, Kita, can you please send me 4 more pages? Or I'll look and see when your tracking is going to happen. I'll automatically ask you, do you need those documents? And then I can actually give you the access to those documents. Okay. And that way you all can be able to follow along, because what if some people come in on day 7? Then I need to make sure I get them day 8, 9, 10, day 8, 9, 10, and 11. So I need to give them 4 documents so that they can be able to follow along for the next few days. And the reason why y'all need the book, because we're on here live. So every day I'm going to go live on here, and I'm going to be teaching you just right here. This is where we're going to do the class at, right? Only reason why I say you need the document is because say if we going over something in here. So let me just open up one of the pages. So like day 28, we're going to talk about late payments that's not charged, right? So if y'all have late payments that's not charged, right? I need y'all to be able to read this stuff. I need y'all to be able to take notes. I need y'all to track y'all credit scores. It's okay if y'all watch it here, but y'all need this information. And then also, too, I have a late payment dispute letter. So people have late payments, you need to get them removed from your credit reports. I need you to have that dispute letter to send it in to the credit bureaus. I have one for the credit bureaus, and then I also have one you can send to the direct company. And I don't know how you guys call it. I call them Santander. I don't know what you call it, for auto loan. I once had one late payment with them, y'all, and I was lost my mind. It was a mishap with the billing or whatnot, but I used that letter. I sent it to the car company and also sent it to the credit bureau, and they actually removed it from my credit reports. So you guys I can't just say, okay, y'all, we talking about on day 28. If you guys have late payments, start working on the late payments or whatever. If it's not y'all's, just send a letter in. I'd rather have that letter for you. And what you'll do on those letters is you'll fill out your name, address, your social security number, your date of birth on your own letter. You probably have to type a line or two, with your account number and the name of the account, and then you'll mail that letter in on your own. I'm not going to just tell you, okay, put this in a letter, put that. I'm going to already have it there because you're going to be probably missing section. I don't need y'all to try to type it up last minute. It's all going to be in there. All you have to do is just fill it out and send it in to the companies. Okay. So that's why I want y'all to make sure y'all have the course, because y'all going to be able to look at everything and have access to everything within the course. in terms of all of the documents, okay? So again, this is the one we're doing on Friday, 7 p.m., 8 p.m. This is when it's going to start. This one is going to last 75 days. The goal is to have 180 points. And don't think that is a lot because I'm talking 60 points per bureau. That's less than 1 point per day. And I'm telling y'all, it's so much stuff that y'all going to do in here. It's no way that y'all not going to be able to get it. The only way y'all not going to be able to get it is y'all already have like if y'all already at like y'all above 700, this probably not going to get you up there. You're not going to get 180 points. I don't know, you may be able to get it, but you may get 40 points, you may get 50 points. The goal is that you just come better than you left. And these books are very, very inexpensive, so it's no reason why you all cannot get those increases. And then also, I'm going to start having bundles for you all to get for your family. I got a lot of Christmas wrapping coming. I'm going to have discounted bundles for your family, but I want y'all to wait. I know y'all going to start getting y'all results. Like every week, y'all going to see, every day actually, because y'all looking on Credit Karma. I'm telling y'all, look, while we live, y'all look on Credit Karma because TikTok allow you to put it's kind of like the other platform where you can actually put the screen to the side. I'm gonna say write down y'all credit scores because I know y'all didn't do it. Every day y'all be writing down y'all credit scores. So y'all gonna be able to see the difference in them. And this right here is some results from Credit Karma. So I want you all to make sure you write down your credit scores. But once y'all start seeing the results from your credit reports, I want you all to, you think about getting gifts for your family, gift them book credit. Like seriously, gift them the books, and I'll make sure I have a bundle of them. I'm also going to have it too where I'm going to wrap it. So when you get it, it's going to be a to and from tag on it. So I have the gift wrapping. I'm going to put it inside regular wrapping. You just take that out. It's going to have to and from on there. All you got to do is give it to them, and I'll show y'all what it's going to look like. But I'm going to do that later on for you all. And those are going to be discounted because I already know y'all going to like this so much. I already know because this is what I wanted personally. So I already know that y'all are going to like it. As long as y'all here every day, we're doing this every day until the end of the year. As long as y'all here every day, I know y'all going to be able to get the results that y'all really want. I know y'all going to be able to do it. As long as y'all here and implement it. Don't sit here and listen. I say, hey, if you got late payment, send this letter out. And you don't send a letter out, you're not going to get the results that you want, honestly. You can't sit around, but as long as you're here and you're doing what you need to do, I'm telling you, y'all going to be good. Y'all going to be very happy with the results that you get. And some people going to get more than the 180 points when it come down to this one. I already know y'all is, especially those people that got 400 credit scores or low 500s. Y'all credit scores can go up so much so easily because most likely, this is what I say, I can look at anybody's credit report and tell them exactly what's wrong. I can look at your credit report and tell you exactly what's wrong. All I got to do is just look and see, do you got 4 credit cards? First of all, do you got 4 credit cards? Is there late payments on these credit cards? If there's late payments, that's something that's dropping your credit score. If you don't have 4 credit cards, that's dropping your credit score. That's keeping you low. So I just need to see, do you got 4 credit cards? If there's late payments on it. And then next, I need to see what your utilization is looking like. That's going to be another factor. So I need to see, hey, are you maxing out your credit cards? Because if you maxing out your credit cards, you leaving points out there. We need to get these paid down, or I need to help y'all get some 0% APR credit cards. So not only am I going to say y'all need to have 4 credit cards, but I have my website, myname.com, where you guys can actually go there. So Rakita, you guys can actually go there. I have a list of 45 different credit cards and personal loan companies that can pre-qualify you all without a hard inquiry. So I don't care what your credit score is, it's something out there for you. So I'm going to look and see if you guys have these different things. And if you don't have your 4 credit cards, that's a problem. If you got late payments on these credit cards, that's a problem. If you got high balances on it, that's a problem. Those 3 things, if we work on that, your credit score can go up like this. Don't forget, they report every single month to the credit bureaus. Okay. And then they report at different times. So everybody's stuff going to be reporting at different times. So don't look at somebody else come on here and say, oh, my credit score went up 30 points. And now you jealous because you don't even know what yours going to come up because yours just reported. So say if you just paid your credit card bill like 7 days ago, they already reported by now. You got to wait until they report again next month. And when they report and you actually follow the steps that we go through, that's when you're going to see an increase on your credit score. So don't be jealous of if somebody was to have an increase and you don't have yours yet. Okay. So I want to look and see if you got the 4 credit cards. I want to see Again, what's the balance, late payments, all that stuff. And then I want to see if you have installment accounts. I say you guys should have 2 installment accounts on your credit reports. So that's something that we're going to work on. If you guys already have like student loans, if you guys already have a car payment, if you already have a mortgage, then if you have those things already, you don't have to have an installment account. You already good. But again, we need to see if you got late payments on them, because that's going to be the biggest thing that could be hurting you with those installment accounts is the late payments. As long as you're paying it on time, it don't matter. Your credit score should be going up. And then next thing, last but not least, anything that's negative reporting. Usually those inquiries, if they have an account attached to those inquiries, we finna just leave them on there. If they don't have an account attached to it because you applied for it and they denied you, we got to get that on up out of there. And then any negative accounts, you got collections, charge off, your bankruptcy, if you have some repossessions, any of those things, you need to get those removed. So we're gonna work on all of those different things within here. But you can literally look at the credit report and be like, okay, they got 4 credit cards. What the credit cards looking like? They got installment accounts. What the installments looking like? And do they got negative accounts? As soon as you see a collection, it has to go. Period. Collection just can't stay around at all. It's not good for your credit at all. So those are the different things that we're gonna look at. And if for some reason they don't delete it from your credit report, don't feel no type of way, y'all. I'm telling y'all now. I if you go to my website too, you'll see, like, I told my daughter years ago to put all of the accounts that I was deleting, like, so you can see, like, oh, Rakita deleted LVNV funding before. Rakita deleted Absolute before. She deleted Midland before. She deleted all these companies. When I tell you I was deleting Midland from so many people credit report and I could not get it deleted from mine, but that's how I got the settlement. And that's what got me to write in books like this, y'all. That's what allowed me to even know how to do this, because I had to sue. And since TransUnion, when I actually sued them, since they want to go back and forth with me in court, excuse me, since they want to go back and forth with me in court, and they put on one of the documents that our agreement was a monetary value and case specific action. Now you guys know, wait, some money was exchanged. Now you guys know those different things, because I've been through that looking at other people's cases, but now you can see and have faith that possibly you can get some money out the deal. That's why I wrote this book, How to Get Money, Deletions, and Results. So if they don't delete it from your credit reports, don't worry, because the next step is that you guys can connect with an attorney, or you can actually take legal action on your you can take legal action yourself. And don't be scared, because you can ask me any questions that you want to make sure that you ask me. The only thing is that when we're going through this process, it's all going to be done in order. So to be able to sue, you really got to go through the steps that's in here. Once y'all get done with this, y'all really gonna be set up. Like, if they ain't do it by now, you possibly can take legal action. I'm not an attorney. I'm not trying to give y'all legal advice, but that's something I know. When I put this together, I said, okay, I want to make sure that when people go through this process, that they would be set up properly to sue if they want to. They can be set up to be able to get money. Now, if y'all get y'all money, do something positive with it. Put it on some of that old debt. If y'all want to buy y'all a house, put that on your down payment. Okay, put that on your down payment. Y'all should have some money left over too. Put that on something else. Start saving in your savings account. Start putting money to the side, or whatever the case may be. But everything that you're gonna need really is going to, in the beginning stages, should I say, is going to be this. It's going to set it up for you. So we're gonna start this on Friday at 7 p.m. and also at 8 p.m. Okay, this is the one we're gonna start on Friday. So make sure that when you guys purchase your books down below, I'm going to email you. I'm going to text you the link to the course. Put your email address in and get into the free course. I don't have it available to everybody. You have to make sure that you have the book, because the thing is, if y'all send messages in the course, I want to make sure that my team is spending time answering these questions. I'm answering them for you all. And if I just give it out, I have almost 75,000 people on YouTube that follow me. Like, everybody's going to start rushing in there. And then two, I'm at 40 something thousand on Facebook. My Instagram is like 20 something thousand, and y'all see I'm at 27,000 here. Y'all know how many people's going to flood that course? I want to make sure it's only people that's really following along. It's not people in there that just trying to get all these answers and not really trying to put the work in. They're not following along with us. So once you guys purchase the actual workbooks, I will text you guys a link to the course. So again, this one is on Friday. And this one is my favorite, but this one don't play, y'all. This one is my favorite right here, but this one right here don't play. How to raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. I do have a bundle with all three of them. You can see it down below. So that's the one I suggest that you all go ahead and get. But this one right here is my favorite. This one is going to be at 9 p.m. So y'all can take the 8 p.m. class and then stay for the 9 p.m. Yeah, it's going to be 2 hours, but we're talking about a lot of points on your credit reports. And y'all know how much your credit can affect you. Y'all already know this is nothing I have to tell y'all at this point. So I suggest you guys do the 8 o'clock and then stay for the 9 o'clock. This one is going to start November 1st. So y'all can start, seeing how this is going to work for the first few days. Y'all going to have about 2 weeks before we're going to start this one here. But I do suggest you guys do the 8 o'clock and stay for the 9 o'clock. So this one right here, we want 180 points in the 75 days, 60 points per bureau. Don't get alarmed if y'all get 80 points on one bureau, 40 points, and then y'all get 60 points on another bureau. That's fine. All y'all credit bureaus are not going to go up the same. Y'all have different things reporting on there. Y'all going to realize, too, that y'all may have a collection only on 2 bureaus and not on all 3. Maybe one bureau messing up by reporting something extra. Maybe they got a duplicate account on there. Y'all never know. So y'all may have different things that's going to be reporting. So your credit report's going to go up at different times because they're going to have different things. And going through this process too, y'all might have y'all collection on 3 credit reports. We're going to be able to get it deleted on 2. And now you got to think about whether or not you're going to sue for that last bureau that won't delete it. That could be something else that could be going on. Okay. So again, 180 points in the 75 days. That's what this one is. This one is 100 points in 30 days. But again, this one don't play. This is not going to hold your hand. Look how thin it is. It's straight to the point. It's straight to the point. And I really stand behind this because I know that if y'all do these different things, y'all will be good. Like y'all will be good. Y'all will be able to see the increase that y'all looking for. So 100 points in 30 days, y'all will be able to easily do this as long as y'all just do everything that's in this book. So every day is going to be something new. Now in this book right here, we're going to be probably staying on the topic like our dispute, send out the dispute letter. I want to make sure I have it done right. We sit on that topic for like 5 days. We only one day on that. Y'all better get that letter out. And then I send out free letters for people that's in the course. So if you want me to create the letters for you and you want to mail them out or you want me to mail them out, that's fine. But just make sure, I've been telling y'all, make sure y'all send that out. So I have to send out these certified for a lot of my clients. Even when I did like my anything I do for myself, I'm gonna send out certified, period, because I don't want them lying saying that they didn't get it. This right here is going to say whether or not they got it, when they got it, where was it sit at, and what time they got it. So you guys are definitely gonna need this one. Let me give me a sip too, because my nose is clogging up. I've been trying not to drink like juice, so I've been like slow drinking it. Y'all know I've been drinking water every single day, but yesterday I worked out because again, Strong at 75 is about your body too and your mind. And oh my gosh, I got beat up at the gym. Like I just feel like I cannot get in my groove and I gotta start back running though. But in Strong at 75, we also do like working out. I put in here too that I want y'all to work out at least 45 minutes per day. Everybody needs to be physical, doing something physical, period. And then also drinking water. Y'all need to drink water. If y'all arguing about that, then we got bigger problems. So y'all can see right here, it's a section where y'all can start, putting a date. Y'all can put y'all drunk a gallon of water or not, exercising. Y'all can put what y'all actually drank. And then another thing I put on here too, I want y'all to talk about 3 things that y'all grateful for. So it's more of a gratitude thing too. It's gonna help with y'all mind. Once y'all start being grateful for the little things, like, oh my gosh, my credit went up 5 points today. Some people may be like 5 points. Yeah, but it went up 5 points, 8 different days this month. You start seeing these different things, y'all gonna start being grateful. So I do have a little section up there for y'all to be more grateful. But I'm gonna make sure I message you all, text you all that course. So if you guys don't have access to the course, I'm gonna text it to you. Was you able to get into the course? The course is free. All y'all have to do is just put your email address in. Once you purchase any of the books, the credit books, any of the 3 credit books, I do suggest you get the bundle though. It is cheaper and you're gonna need all 3 of them, especially if you got collection, you're gonna definitely need this one here. But once you actually purchase it, I'm going to actually text you the link. So all you have to do is put your email address in, and then you can get inside the course. And we're starting on Friday. So what y'all watching me do right now is I need to get used to going live for 3 hours. First of all, I need to get used to going live for 3 hours. You know, if I went live, before, I go live for, like, a hour max. You'll see some of the episodes or some of the, recordings from when I did this before. We rarely went that long. I went straight to the point. We got the stuff done. Y'all ain't had no questions. Everybody doing what they need to do. Okay, perfect. I'm out of here. You know, I was living my life. I had classes I was doing. I had a lot of stuff going on. But now I'm down to 2 classes. I'm locking in with you all during this process. I also want to learn some other pain points that you guys have because there's other books that I'm writing. So you know I'm graduating from college. So I'm going to law school um next fall to basically be able to become y'all attorneys to be able to help y'all sue. So this book right here, I'm going to be able to do like even better version of this, continue to fill it up. And I do have that course for this, but I'm going to continue to be able to fill it up. But I was taking classes during the summer. I was doing so much, but now I don't have that much going on. I want to be able to learn what you guys have going on too, so I can add more to it. I'm going to do one a few days ago. We talked so much about bankruptcies. um, so I was showing them like me deleting bankruptcies off of credit reports. We were talking about LexisNexis, how to do those things. We're going to talk about it inside of this too. So when we go over both of these books here, we're going to talk about bankruptcies and LexisNexis. Okay. So we're going to talk about it when we're doing, these 2 books here. So we're going to go over these topics, but I'm going to definitely do a bankruptcy because I told you guys, like, I had to file bankruptcy before. I didn't go through with it. It was dismissed. It wasn't discharged. It was a chapter 13 bankruptcy. But I told y'all, like, when I filed bankruptcy, my credit scores went down to the 500s. But within 6 months, I got all 3 of my credit scores into the 700s. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. But I'm going to tell y'all now, all I did was do this on repeat. This all the stuff I did. I kept doing it until it kept going up, going up, going up. I made sure I had 4 credit cards. I made sure I didn't have no negative accounts. Made sure everything was on auto pay, so I didn't have any late payments. Y'all know I couldn't. It was since it was chapter 13. They didn't want to give me credit cards right away. So what I did was I got me some secure credit cards. That wasn't nothing to me. It was a great investment for myself. I got some secure credit cards, made sure I had 2 installment accounts. All the negative accounts, I made sure I was working to get that stuff removed. And during that time, too, that's when I really did that lawsuit because, again, I did not go through with the bankruptcy. So I was on the hook for the credit cards that I put on my bankruptcy, and it was like $40,000 worth of debt. But I actually sued those companies for that bad reporting because it's like y'all ain't removing this stuff fast enough. So I sued them for the bad reporting. Once I sued them, all that stuff came off my credit reports. They never tried to sue me back. They never tried to sell it to collection companies, which was a blessing. So I hope the same thing for you all. But I know that when you beat these companies and sue them first, you have so much more leverage than for you to sit back and wait for them to sue you. But I was able to get my credit scores from the 500s to the 700s. I'd be hoping to be able to do that for my clients, but I realized it was one thing that I was really lacking: communication. And when I say communication, it's this kind of communication. I made videos, like, I told you guys I'm almost at the 75,000 mark on YouTube. I made videos so much about credit, about how to get credit cards, how to do this or how to do that, even having my course. But I realized people need like a tangible workbook. People need something that they can flip through. People need something like this to have a to-do list that you can literally just go ahead and do this to-do list every single month. You can just repeat this to-do list, and y'all got to be obsessed. Y'all ever heard of David Goggins? Like, Goggins taught me so much about obsession. Now it's like you got to be obsessed. But I realized having these workbooks is going to make it so much easier. And when I start law school, I'm not going to be available for y'all. I don't even know what law school will be like. Like, I really don't know. And I only started going to law school because I realized that, yes, you can get money from these collection companies, do all this stuff, but a lot of y'all scared to do it. Let's be honest, y'all scared to do it. Y'all like, I don't know, Keita, I ain't finna do all that. A lot of y'all might be scared to do it. So I said, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna go to school. I literally said this on my thing. I'm gonna work my way to go to school. I literally just got my associate's degree. I'm finally finna get my bachelor's degree. I said I'm gonna work to go to school. I'm gonna figure this out, and I'm gonna be our lawyers. I'm gonna be that connect to make sure that y'all have a lawyer, so we don't have to be scared. Okay, so that's what I said that I was personally gonna do, and I felt so guilty when I did my Midland account, and I realized I was getting it deleted from y'all credit. everybody else credit, and I couldn't get it deleted from mine. But sometimes with my clients, I would be able to get, like, say if they had 10 accounts deleted, it'd be still 2 accounts still lingering. And I would want those accounts gone. It could be obsession with that. I would want those accounts gone. And I knew the only way to get them off was to sue, and people didn't want to go through with it. So I said, you know what? I can't sit here and just tell y'all to keep sending out a dispute letter. Because I said, you know what? When I was depressed before, I just kept sending out dispute letters. But I eventually found out that I had to sue. Like, I cannot continue to send out dispute letters. Because in the dispute letters, you're really threatening. If you don't do this, I'm gonna sue you. But the thing is, you got to go through with it, because so many people send out dispute letters. Do y'all know how many people download my free dispute letters every single day? Like, if I look at my list, my free dispute letter, like over 20 something thousand people had this dispute letter. And I don't even count how many disputes that I've sent out. I have helped get rid of millions of dollars worth of credit off people credit reports, off of dispute letters. The credit bureaus are over us sending letters. We have to go ahead and sue. So that's why I say, you know what? I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna help y'all be able to learn how to do it. This is so far what I have. This is so far what I have. I can't tell y'all much. Let me show y'all um my thing from, let me see, is this it right here? For TransUnion. Let me see if I can blow it up. Y'all can see it on YouTube, but let me see if I can just like blow it up or whatnot. Okay, y'all can see it. Let me show y'all my settlement from, not my settlement, let me not say that. Let me show y'all my thing from TransUnion. Because again, when y'all do settlements, they're gonna try to hush y'all. But since TransUnion tried to hush me in court, this is the thing from TransUnion. So this is the actual thing that TransUnion filed in court. If they never filed this in court, I wouldn't even be able to tell y'all certain things, because in the settlement, you can't say nothing but what's on public records, and you never know what's within the settlement until it's like public records like this. Because they found out I had a credit company, and it was like, we don't want to go through with the settlement no more, because Rakita gonna teach them, she's gonna go back and teach them this stuff, but they don't understand. I went to school for y'all. Like, I was gonna teach y'all regardless. So, and it just so happened I had this on my credit report. I had no choice but to fight. I know dispute letters ain't gonna get it. I know to fight now. So this is what it is. So this is coming. The email from TransUnion to the plaintiffs reads as follow. Good afternoon, Ms. Cannon. As a follow-up to our correspondence earlier, I am authorized to settle this matter for the monetary payment with a dollar sign. So again, that's confidential. You can't know what that is. And case specific action on a confidential basis. So this is the confidential part of it. You see how they don't want to say like what it was, and I couldn't tell y'all either. They can sue me. But I don't need to know. I just need to know, wait, you got if some money was exchanged? That's all I need to know. That it was money. So the monetary payment and case specific action on a confidential basis, contingent upon non-monetary terms. If this is acceptable, I will provide a release to you next week. And then I said, so then the plaintiff responded, which is me, because don't forget, I'm the plaintiff. They the defendant. I sued them. Thank you for following up. I accept the settlement of the monetary payment and case specific action. So I made sure that I repeated what they said, because emails like this, like one thing I realized in general, y'all, in my class, you have to get everything in writing. Our whole case, with things like this is the dependent on stuff like this, it's dependent on stuff like this. Can't nobody back out and say, oh, I didn't say that. It's in the email, on a confidential basis. I will proceed with following the notice of settlement with the court. Now, let me show y'all what my notice of settlement is with Midland, so y'all can see what a notice of settlement is. Because I just got the notice of settlement with Midland, and let me see if I can find it in here for y'all. Oh, here it is right here. So this is what a notice of settlement means. So this is what it looked like when y'all have like a notice of settlement. So this is me up here suing Midland. And I'm just basically saying to the courts, hey, I'm pro se, and the defendant, we have came up with some type of agreement to settle these claims, all the claims. We're going to make sure that we file anything necessary so that this can be dismissed. Respectfully request that within 5 days that this is going to be done. And look, this I did this November 9th of 2022. So this is my actual notice of settlement with Midland. So this is some documents that, that you guys will be able to see more. I'm going to tell you guys more about this. But yeah, these are the steps that you all are going to have to go through. But these are some of the results too. These are some of the results that I hope that you all will be able to have. Let me zoom in a little bit more. I want you all to be able to see like this. When y'all go to Credit Karma, I want y'all to be able to see like y'all credit score is going up like this. And push turn and shove, they don't want to delete an account. That's fine. These results right here, you don't see the credit scores going up, but these are the people. So this person right here, I helped them increase their credit score, and all they had was some secure credit cards. So they got to the 700s with secure credit cards only. Imagine where they went outside of just having secure credit cards. And this one right here, one of 87 points. This client right here, look, this one is for 6 months. And looks, 430, and in 6 months they had 671. But they major thing is they had credit cards. They had credit card debt. They had some accounts too. This way you can see like, okay, it went up a lot here, went up a lot here. They had some accounts and their disputes really start kicking in right in this area right here to help them shoot up. But they start paying off their credit cards, start deleting their accounts, and that's how their credit scores went up. And again, it's for 6 months, but look, we still got some time right here. You still got some time missing. So we could say this is really around like I would say this is around like 4 months it took. And then these are inquiries being removed. I can help y'all remove y'all inquiries from y'all credit reports if y'all have some. So Navy Federal on here, Synchrony Bank, PayPal, they have Capital One. So we definitely gonna work on them inquiries. And don't forget too, y'all, Capital One, they like to pull all three credit bureaus. So this is something that we're gonna go over in the class. Y'all just make sure y'all have y'all books. Y'all can see them down below on the TikTok shop. Just have y'all books available for Friday. We're gonna go over all of this stuff. It's gonna take time. We're doing 75 days for that first book, Strongest 75, and then we're gonna do the 100 points in 30 days. That one's gonna go fast, but we're gonna get this stuff done. So accounts being deleted. So I know I love Navy Federal Credit Union, but again, that had to go. If you mess up with these companies, they not your friend no more. They just not, because they reporting bad about you. They not trying to be your friend. So you can see right here, Navy Federal getting deleted, the Home Depot, Best Buy getting deleted. I'm gonna talk to y'all about Kickoff. I want y'all to, for the people that's really trying to build their credit score and their credit score is just really shot right now. They can't get credit cards. I'm gonna teach y'all about Kickoff, how to help that boost your credit score. But if y'all start getting late payments with them, y'all start messing up, then that gotta go to Discover. That had to go because they messed up with that one. And this one right here shows the public record. So if y'all see at the top, it's a public record, but look how much their credit score went up. Can y'all see? Can y'all peek back there? Because I just can't move it. Can y'all peek? Their credit score went up 129 points, y'all. That bankruptcy was dragging them so much. And then they had to make sure that they get some of their student loans. They had some problem with their student loans, but it was mainly just that bankruptcy. That was the biggest thing. But can y'all see that? Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. I'm writing all on the screen. But yeah, their credit score went up a lot from that. And this is what y'all gonna see on Credit Karma. If y'all do have a bankruptcy, this is what's gonna look like when y'all get y'all bankruptcy removed. Let me see if I'm missing any questions because I'm just running my mouth. Okay, I ain't got no questions. So y'all make sure y'all get y'all workbooks down below. We're just in here relaxing until 10 o'clock. I'm just showing y'all some stuff that we're gonna go over in the course. Make sure y'all get access to the course. Make sure y'all get y'all books. We're just going over everything. So for some people that got student loans, some people ask me, do this go over student loans? We definitely going over student loans. Y'all see right here some student loans being removed from the credit reports. This person got their bankruptcy removed, but look how much their credit score went up. It went up 31 points. But guess what? Bankruptcy is the biggest thing that's going to stop you from getting the accounts. To me, 31 points is not a lot. I just expect your credit score to go up a lot. But again, it was only two changes, from this. It was two changes that happened to this. So your account name of the account was updated, or account information was updated over the student loans, and then also the bankruptcy was removed. But y'all see this, y'all get changes every single week. Still, to wake up and have 31 points, that still is good. But a lot of times, when y'all get that bankruptcy removed and y'all doing everything else, that's when y'all gonna see a huge change in y'all credit score. So these again, some are Verizon, Navy Federal. These are some more results, but yeah, these are just some of the stuff I figured we already hear. Some more student finance that was removed. And then two, we're gonna have to apply for some credit cards. I don't know what some of these things is. I don't know if I should even show y'all some approvals from people credit cards. Y'all can definitely go to see that other place where I am with this already. Y'all can see where I'm doing live at right here. This is where y'all can look, where I talk all about credit cards right here. So that y'all can go there and look if y'all want to know like credit cards. Y'all can go through any of the videos and see it. Y'all know since we right here, let me show y'all that course one more time. Let me make sure they can't see it as good as y'all finna see it, but we gotta make sure that they see something, right? Okay, so that's the course, right? So this is the course that y'all can get access to. So our class starts on Friday. I suggest y'all get all three of the books. So this is the one we're gonna start on Friday, right? This is the course that we're gonna start Friday. I want to make sure y'all have this workbook, and then this one right here is gonna start on the first. Y'all should get this one too. Raise your credit score. Raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. Get that one too. And then also Sue and to Win. Y'all got those collections. Make sure y'all get this workbook here, okay? And when y'all get inside the course, this is what it's going to look like. So free strong and 75 credit workbook course. So y'all be able to see these are the first 5 things that I want y'all to be able to do. Once y'all do y'all purchase, like when I get done going live around 10 o'clock, I'm going to send y'all the text message to get inside the course. I want y'all to watch these 5 videos. It teach you also how to get free dispute letters done for you if that's what you want. Some people don't send out dispute letters or they send them out late. If you know you're going to lag behind, just get them done for you for free. And then two, if you don't want to like, if you don't feel comfortable, like for me to create your letters fully for you, just let me be able to look at your credit reports. You don't have to give me your personal information. Just let me be able to look at your credit reports. I'll create the dispute letters for you and I'll email them to you. And then you can mail them, but you have to send them out. You have to. So make sure you guys do that. But this is what's inside the free course that you guys are going to get. So I want you guys to make sure that you're watching these 5 videos. The recordings that we're doing right now is going to be in this section here. So you can see I already started going live. This is my 5th day going live, getting y'all ready for the course. I started going live. I didn't record that first day, I don't think, but I started going live basically 7 days before the course started, which is Friday. So you're going to have 6 recordings here of all the pre-recordings. So you can watch this, anything that you feel like you missed, me answering questions. I did more questions earlier on. Y'all seem like y'all don't want to ask a lot of questions here, which is fine. Y'all gonna have them when we start doing the book. But y'all can watch the pre-recordings here. And then I already did this before where I went live every single day. I did this in the summer, but I did it on a different thing. I did not do it here. So you can click here and you can still see all of the recordings. So you can see like exactly where I went on here, but you can click all these links and go ahead and watch it. So you have all of the videos, everything that I went through. So say if you was to miss any of these, you can always go here and watch some of the old ones. Or if you want to work ahead, you can go ahead and watch some of all these ones. But all of our recordings going forward is going to be a 3-hour class. They're all going to be, well, 3 hours total for all 3 classes. We got a 7, 8, and then a 9 o'clock class technically. 7 and 8 o'clock is the same book. We're just repeating it. That's this book right here. I'm just going to repeat it twice so that you guys can make sure that you understand everything. Just continue to answer questions. And just in case you missed the first one and you want to watch me live, you got plenty of time to come in and watch me live. So that's 7 and 8. And then this one is going to be at 9 o'clock. The other one I just showed you is going to start Friday. This one right here is going to start, this one right here is going to start November 1st. Okay, so I want you guys to make sure that you get in the course. I'm gonna text you the link. Just make sure y'all get in the course, and I'm gonna have downloads available. So if you don't get your workbook on time, don't worry. Tomorrow when I come in here, I'm gonna show y'all that section that I created for you all. Because I'm gonna have every document that y'all gonna need. I'm gonna make sure I have it available for y'all 24 hours before the class start. I'm gonna put it in there most likely by the daytime. I might even have it in there before we even need it, because I'm going to start filling out everything in here, just filling it up, get it all done, so that when we doing the course, it's smooth sailing. And then maybe if somebody asks some questions, want to work ahead, I'll say, hey, go look in days 31 through 40. I got that document for you, but you working ahead, but it's there. Because I like to work ahead in school, so I'd rather have it available if I need it. Like, especially when we do this here. the Raise Your Credit Score 100 points in 30 days. I'm gonna make sure y'all had the documents for this one because this one right here is so fast paced, y'all. This one don't play. We're talking about 100 points in 30 days. We gotta go fast. We got a lot of work we gonna have to do. But y'all gonna be able to see that down here. So live recordings, y'all will see the dates. So just go off of the dates. This was from the summer of 2025. Y'all know these gotta be old because we not in the summer anymore. It's over. So yeah, y'all make sure that y'all get y'all books and then y'all get inside the course. I'm gonna make sure I text you all a link to get inside the course. Make sure you all get inside the course as soon as possible. So I'm going to text you all the link. So I'm going to start going live at 10 o'clock. So get inside that course, and all you have to do is put your email address in there. I'm going to text you the link to the course. Just put your email address in and you'll be able to get in there without a problem. You guys should be able to just log right into the course. And I know too, YouTube and Facebook, it don't look the best. I know I'm gonna make sure I change my orientation so you guys will be able to see it better. But right now, this is what we're working on. So I'm gonna make sure I change it for you all so you can see it a lot better because I know that's not up to par. Like you can't see everything on there, and it is a problem. But definitely let me know if you all have any questions. Because I'm just basically gonna repeat the same thing, unless you guys have something that you really need to know about. Because you know, different people coming in at different times. So the people that just now coming in, I just showed y'all what the course is gonna look like. You're gonna get free access to the course as long as you buy any of the 3 workbooks. You see it's a bundle down there. I suggest you get the bundle. It's cheaper than buying these individually anyway. So I suggest you get the bundle. You'll be able to get them all in it's better to get them individually. This is the class that we're starting on Friday. It's a free credit class. You're gonna come basically where you're at now. You're gonna be able to watch it where we're at now. So everybody can be able to watch it, but everybody not gonna have a workbook. So I say go ahead and get your workbook because we're doing everything based off this workbook. This is going to last us 75 days. So we're gonna do this for 75 days. Y'all know how you talked about the credit. Credit lock in. Y'all know he's talking about we're gonna do a lock in. I said I'm gonna do a credit lock in with y'all for the rest of the year. So I'm making sure everybody get their books, and now it's gonna start. Y'all, we 2 days away now. So this is the book that we're gonna go over on Friday. So we got a 7 p.m. class and an 8 p.m. class. It's basically the same class. It's just basically being repeated. So let me see. So like say if we're doing day 18 or day 19, when you look up here, it'll say that. It'll say we're on day 18 or day 19. And then let me change your thing just in case you don't have yours. You don't have yours on here no more. You'll see the date right up here. So it says free credit class starts in 2 days. Instead of saying that, I will actually tell y'all what day we're on now. So go ahead and get your workbooks down below. And when you guys get your workbooks, it's also going to be a QR code for those people that maybe don't have it. It's going to be a QR code right in here. So you can see it's a QR code that you all can use to get inside the course. So you'll be able to find this for sure. You'll be able to get inside that course. And I made sure I put it inside the book. So if you were to later on do it, like the course is going to be available for free. All of the downloads that I'm going to put in there, all this stuff is going to be free. So I made sure that I put it inside the newer books. You know, I keep elevating with everything that I'm doing. I'm learning as I go, but I made sure I put it in here so that maybe you mess your credit up in a year. Let's just say, just be honest, you know, some people got their credit together, then mess it up. I got some people that been with me, they got lifetime membership. I clean their credit up, get everything deleted, or maybe they got 1 or 2 accounts left, but it's okay because they still in the 700s, they cool. And they'll come to me 2 years later. Hey, Keita, can you help me with my credit again? They got the lifetime membership, meaning that at one point, I still do a lifetime membership, but meaning I don't care what the situation is, I'm always here to talk to you all. I knew I was going to do credit for a lifetime in a way. I know I'm gonna be in some type of financial world, and it's nothing for me to help people with their credit. So some people come back 2 years later, mess their credit, but guess what? Y'all gonna have this workbook. All y'all have to do is go to the website. You know, you got the QR code. Go to y'all course, and y'all can just be like, okay, Rakita already got these videos that she recorded. All of the videos or all of the lives that I'm doing for the our class is going to be inside the free course. So you go inside the course, you can just redo everything again, and maybe I'll still be doing it then. I don't know, maybe once a year, twice a year, because don't forget I'm going to law school next year. So I feel like that's like top priority right now. So We'll see what I'm gonna be able to do, but everything gonna be inside of there. But again, this is going to start on Friday, 7 p.m., 8 p.m., same place. All of these recordings are going to be inside the course. I just showed you all a course like a few minutes ago. If you guys still like, if you coming in and you want to see the free course, just put free course in the comments, and I'll make sure that I'll show you as the course again. Or if you want to see a few pages in here, and then it's going to be. You asked what time zone is going to be. It's going to be at 7 and 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Eastern. It's gonna be Easter. I'm in Orlando. So if you want to go ahead and see the free course, put free course in the comments. If you missed it, I'll show you guys that again. But as long as you purchase any of these 3 books, I'm going to give you guys access to the free course. If you guys are on YouTube or Facebook, I have exactly in the comments where you guys will have to get the workbook from. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it in here too. It's kind of hidden. You're welcome, but hopefully you'll be able to see like where you can get your books from. All you have to do is text me a copy of your receipt, because I'm not gonna know that you purchased it, and then I'll actually text you back that course. Now when you guys purchase it, usually when I get done going live, I'm gonna go live, stop going live at 10 o'clock. I'm gonna actually text you the course. So I'm gonna actually text you all the course afterwards. So whoever purchased it today, I'm gonna make sure that I send you all the course. We start on Friday. This is the 3-book bundle though. This is the one that's going to be Friday. So the goal is 180 points in the 75 days. And don't think that's a lot. 180 points is like literally 60 points per bureau. It's not a lot at all. Like, don't overthink it. It's going to be something very, very simple. We got 75 days to get that. Now, the next one, though, is this one right here. Raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. This right here is a very thin book because this one is just like more straight to the point, but it plays off of this one. That's why I say still get them both. Now, this is a 9 o'clock class. So this one is going to be at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. This one is going to start November 1st and is going to end November 30th. It's going to start again December 1st and end December 30th. So this one right here is going to be very vigorous. I'm going to tell y'all now, it's going to be very vigorous, very fast paced. We talk about a subject, we most likely not talking about that subject ever again because we only got 30 days. And I'm trying to do everything I know that can boost your credit score. I'm going to make sure I have it in here so that something hits, to get you that 100 points. And then you can see right here, these are actual results that I got from my clients. This is again per credit bureau. This is credit bureau. So, they get 129 points. What's this? 97 and 116. When y'all get it, y'all gonna see it's just a little bit blurry because they're real. I was, some people's like, well, you should get some, just put the fake ones on there. You know what it is? Like, no. I just added the actual results right on here. And, since they are screenshots from my clients, they just not as perfect. But again, this is what they got per bureau. And y'all know what this look like on Credit Karma. Hopefully y'all should, because sometimes y'all got an arrow going down that y'all credit score went down. But this one right here is going to be starting November 1st and December 1st. So it's going to be, I'm going to do this one 2 times before the end of the year. I do suggest, though, if you stay one time, stay again, because it's going to be some stuff that you may have missed. Maybe you missed a day or 2. You may have missed doing some stuff. Just stay again and do it again. And you already had a workbook. Like, you're not going to have to give up anything but your time. But your time can be a good investment when your credit score is going up. So I suggest that you guys definitely stay for the 8 o'clock class for this one, and then come to the 9 o'clock class for this one. Okay. And if you guys have collections, I do suggest you guys get the bundle, because this is going to be inside the bundle. Sewing to Win. So I actually have settlements with all 3 credit bureaus, the collection company. I have settlements with collection companies, and also I have sued creditors before and was able to get a lot of stuff deleted from my credit reports with suing those creditors. So I teach you guys how I actually went through that process. And honestly, everything that you're doing in here is already setting you up to be able to sue. Now, the goal is I want you all to get money, get deletions, and get results from those collection companies. So while we're going through this process, one of the main things, if you guys have negative accounts, one of the main things that we're going to do is we're going to work on deleting those accounts from your credit reports. But push trying to shove, maybe you got 1 or 2 collections that still stand on there. They don't want to delete it. They're basically, and you may feel like they're violating your rights. We have certain rights. You got the FCRA and the FDCPA. then this book right here gonna come in handy. You're gonna know all of the steps that you need to actually take to be able to take legal action against them. It's a lot of attorneys that take cases like this. A lot of our people just don't know about it, but a lot of attorneys take these cases. So hopefully I'll be able to send you all to an attorney, or you all will just be able to do your own case. I tried every single time to get an attorney and it did not work. It did not work. When I said it did not work, is because they kept saying like, "Oh, you don't have a case," or "We don't do those type of cases." Or if I talk to them, they like, "You need to hurry up and settle. You don't have a case against them." Well, how do I have a settlement then? If I don't have a case, so I just say keep it back in your mind that you may have to do it on your own, but don't let nobody discourage you. Basically, hey Nikki, thank you so much. You may have to just do it on your own. So we're going to go through all of the steps really, because I say you need to send out letters for 3 months. We basically gonna be doing this for 3 months, right? So we're gonna send out 2 months of letters together, and then I'm gonna tell you that last letter is like a demand letter that I will send out. So I will send out demand letters. That last letter basically saying, "Hey, give me $10,000, delete these accounts from my credit reports, or I'm gonna sue you in federal court." So that's what that last letter would be. It will be like a demand letter, and then once you have everything set up, it's just time for you to have to just basically implement everything in here. Now, when you purchase any of these books, I do have a free course that you are going to have access to, because there's no way with me doing this on TikTok that y'all going to be able to, or even on the other platforms, there's no way that y'all going to be able to get everything that I need y'all to get. So inside of the course is going to be a lot of documents that y'all going to need. Y'all going to have free dispute letters in there. Actually, I have a list of everything that's going to be in there. I believe in inside this book because I wrote notes. This is my original first book. Y'all see I beat it up. I've been using it. But that's good. So y'all gonna have dispute letters. Y'all gonna have validation of debt letters for like those collection companies that's calling y'all. Y'all gonna have a letter to tell them don't call y'all anymore. Y'all know what collection companies, we have a right to tell them not to call us. Y'all know they got a certain time that they cannot call us, and if they violate us, attorney be happy to take on that case. So you're gonna get all of this inside the free course. I also got pay for deletion letters in there if you guys want to do pay for deletion. I did that before. So it's sometimes people need it. I don't have a script for collection companies. I have a goodwill letter. So if you guys have late payments, a lot of times you should want to send like a goodwill letter in. So that's something I will have in there. Are the books print or they coming? Oh, so the books are going to come in the mail. So I have a whole lot of these books. You're going to get the actual book. Like what you're looking at is the book that you're going to get. So this is the book that you're actually going to be able to get. So this is what the book is going to look like. They're going to come in the mail. And I have a 99% on time rate also with TikTok. And if you guys are on YouTube or Facebook, you guys just have to get it somewhere else. Y'all can get it 2 days, and they don't play about that 2 days. You already know. So these are the actual copies that you're going to actually get in the mail. So whatever time that they're saying, however long they say it's going to take for you to actually get it, these are what you're going to actually get in the mail. So also, if you won't have it by Friday class, I told you all that what I'm going to do is once you purchase it, I'm going to give you information to the course. So you're going to be, I'm giving the link to the course, put your email address in, you're going to get in the course. I'm going to give you the first 4 days of this. And for people that come later on, I'm going to have to figure out what pages I'm going to have to give them of that. But you're going to get the first 4 days. So that should get you to at least when your book comes, your book will be able to come. And then I'm in Orlando. I'm in Florida, so I don't know where you're at. So hopefully you will be able to get the books pretty soon. But yeah, I'm going to give y'all the first few days of this inside the course anyway. So don't worry. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. You're going to have it. And if you inside the course, talk to me inside of there. Y'all can leave comments in there. I'll answer those comments. Y'all can leave questions in there. So I'm going to go ahead and answer it. So don't worry about it. You guys are going to be able to have access to this. Okay. And there's gonna be people like coming at different times too. Some people gonna be like, I didn't know about this, coming next month. We already we already in both books by then. Um, they're gonna have to probably wait on this one to start again, or they could just start with this one and just start where they at and just, wait for it to repeat again. Just start where they at and fill in whatever they're missing. But I do suggest y'all start right away. So if you're in Cali, I think y'all at like 4 days, but I don't know. Don't quote me. When you purchase it, they'll let you know the time frame. But what I do for me to have a 99% on time delivery, I'll make sure I give it to the post office right away and say like usually I usually get my stuff at like it's usually mailed at around like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, but I have a post office that's open a little bit later too. So I'll go and take it in there just to make sure y'all getting this stuff on time. Because they usually say, oh, you are able to, oh, thank you so much for purchasing the bundle. They usually say that you have a certain amount of time to be able to mail it out. Like they say you got a 2-day grace period. I don't need that because I'm gonna send it in right away. So I'm gonna make sure I mail this thing out right away, so y'all don't have to worry about it. Like I'm gonna make sure that y'all get it. Y'all gonna get these books right away. And like I said too, I'm gonna have the downloads available for this one. Y'all have plenty of time for this. This one don't start until November 1st, and y'all need to buckle in on this one because this is still gonna be a lot of information. I went over all the stuff that we're gonna go over in here. It's still a lot of stuff that we're gonna do. Don't think just because I'm going live on YouTube or TikTok or Facebook that I'm not gonna give y'all a lot of information. I'm gonna really make sure that I'm setting y'all up for a successful. So make sure that y'all have y'all workbooks. It's sections in here that you're gonna be keeping notes. So like right here, you're gonna be keeping notes. And then too, we always have like a reflection like this. So I always have like every 7 days, y'all got like a section for notes. So y'all have a whole page to be able to keep notes. And then I have a reflection page too, because I want y'all to keep notes on what's working, what's not working, or ask questions, put questions there. So when you do come to class and I'm right here and you see how I'm answering your questions, y'all can be able to ask me those questions just like that. So I suggest that y'all go ahead and again get your workbooks. This one is going to start on Friday. This one's gonna start on Friday, and this one is going to start November 1st. This one is going to be 7 to 8 o'clock. This is gonna be the same class. So say on Friday, I'm gonna do day one up in here. So I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna be reading it off to you all because you all should have your workbooks by then. So I'm gonna do day one with you all. I'm gonna show it just like this, but y'all can't see that. Look how it's flipped. Like y'all can't read that. Y'all can probably read it better on YouTube and Facebook, but still, it's better to have your own book. You can read it and you can write and keep notes. But I'm gonna do day one. I'm gonna do that at 7 o'clock. I wait 5 minutes for y'all to come in. I'm gonna teach y'all until 7:45, and then the last 45 minutes, I'm gonna answer all the questions that you have, and then also I'm gonna repeat that same thing at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to do it like we're in school, like literally like we're in school. And I took enough classes to know how it should be ran successfully and make sure that everything is good. Oh, I'm glad y'all got y'all bundles. Okay, so we're going to get those bundles out to y'all tomorrow. Watch. I'm printing y'all labels out today. We're going to have it packed up, and that stuff going to be sent out tomorrow. And then I'm going to text you all the link to the free course. Do not get in there, okay? Do not say, oh, I don't need the course right now. I'll just wait. Get in there as soon as possible. Because not only am I sending y'all reminders, but if something come up in my head, like, you know what, I don't feel like I said this in the course, or it's happening later on in the course, y'all start doing this stuff now. Keep this in y'all head right now. Y'all to be able to know that because I'll send it to y'all in the course, and y'all be able to get an email reminder too, letting y'all know, like, oh, Rakita put this inside the course. Y'all to be able to be notified about it. So make sure you all get inside the course. I'm going to make sure I text you all the link. Make sure you all get inside the course right away, okay? Because all of your downloads, everything that y'all going to need is going to be inside the course. And I'll show you guys how you can get 6 months of free letters done for you, because letters is the letters that you guys are going to need to work to get the accounts deleted from your credit reports. That is a huge learning curve. So I tell people, since it is a learning curve, I got like a system that automates doing it. So I can easily create letters for you and email them to you. I can mail them out on my end. I mail letters every single day over here. So, and I also suggest that you all send them certified mail too. So you see, I got a whole stack of them because I need to replace these. So I just get a lot of these from the post office, and I make sure that I mail them basically. I mail them certified mail. I get them done. If you guys want to do the signature, you can, but y'all don't need to do that. We already paid too much for these. And then sometimes y'all gonna find out that these things say in transit, meaning that they got lost, or not once that they got lost, they actually forgot to scan them, but that's not you need proof. So for court, that's the reason why I like to see these, because when you need to have proof for court for the judge or anybody else to see that you actually sent it, you can't say in transit. You need to say delivered to the address. So you might have to resend it. But if you don't say anything, you don't have any tracking, and you definitely gonna need the tracking. And doing those steps is something I learned in school, which allowed me to put this book together, So and to Win. Like I really want y'all to understand this is serious business. But I guess y'all just want to continue to know it. A lot of y'all don't know me. Y'all probably just see me on TikTok or maybe YouTube and Facebook. Y'all didn't see me because you know that's my main channel that I've been on. But when they said they was gonna do this lock in, I was scrolling on TikTok. Oh, we're gonna do this lock in. Y'all getting prepared for lock in. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting prepared. What we doing? So I said, you know what? I'll do a credit version of it because what's better than starting a new year with your credit good? Like that would be amazing. Like having your credit together. And the goal is we want 180 points on this one. So goal is we want to have 180 points increase on this one, and this one is going to last 75 days. And on this one, we want 100 points in the 30 days. So I said, what's going to be better than having your credit increase? And knowing that this is something that I talk about all the time, I said, let me go ahead and just do that. Because I know when I started law school, I'm not going to be as available as I am now. So I said, let me go ahead and just do the credit version of it. And I already had these workbooks. I've been did it. I've been created these workbooks. I already went through this whole process during the summertime. So I said I had so much success. Let me go ahead and do it again. And this one right here, I just did that. So my goal is every month I'm going to do a book for you all. So technically, this book was due October 1st. So this is more one of the newer ones that came out. All of the stuff that I know, I want to give it all to you. I want to teach it all to you guys. So I got settlements with all three credit bureaus. I have settlements with collection companies. I sued creditors, and was able to get like around $40,000 worth of debt removed from my credit reports. And I wasn't. And they didn't actually sue me back or anything like that or sell it to a collection company. So I put this stuff in here. Yes, I'm gonna do it again too. I might do it probably once a year going forward though. But I know that we need this information because when I go searching for it, they make it seem overcomplicated and it don't have to be, if you know what I mean. Like it does not have to be overcomplicated. So I said once a month I'm gonna put the book together. So my next book that I'm gonna do is bankruptcy. So I need to have that whole book done. A lot of that stuff is going to be um the stuff that is in these books. But the thing is, before I had to file bankruptcy, I ain't had to. I did. I just did it. I never went through with it. So it was dismissed, but I was able to get my credit scores from the 500s to the 700s in less than 6 months. So I'm going to make a book on how to be able to do that. So if you have a bankruptcy, how to work to get that bankruptcy removed. We're going to talk about LexisNexis. We're going to talk about most likely if you do chapter 13, you need secure credit cards. Or if you do chapter 7, a lot of companies will let you back in right away, even like Capital One, even if you burnt them and put them in your bankruptcy, that's a call like burning them. Even if you put them in your bankruptcy, they'll let you back in. So that's going to have to be more different than this one here. It's going to be more bankruptcy related, but that's my next workbook that I have coming out. And then December 1st, I'm going to do credit for college students, but I'm really going to make sure that I hit the target for a lot of these workbooks. And I'm going to make sure that I do a recording for them and all of that stuff and have some type of free course available because I know when I start law school, y'all, if I knew I had to take off, like I told my subscribers on YouTube, I'm almost at 75,000. I said, listen, I'm not, usually I put out one video per day. I said, I'm not gonna be able to do this. I need to focus on my schooling right now. I took 6 classes this semester. When they talked about the credit, and they talked, it's not the credit lock in. When they talked about doing a lock in, I said, that's fine because I'm locking in on my classes. Let me just make sure I'm drinking my water. And then I'll lock in and get ready for my credit. And I'll make sure I get all A's in my classes, which I'm on track for that. So my first 4 classes I already got all A's. I just want to get A's for the last 2 that I'm doing now. I'm about to be done with it. I said I'm gonna lock in on that. But since I got those classes done, I'm not to say that I ain't got nothing to do. I have a lot of stuff that I can do. But I said, you know what? For people to lock in, let me actually do the workbook with you all. So that's what made me say, let me do the workbook. And then as I kept going on and on, I'm like, okay, I'll just go live at 7 and 8. So I just came up with this whole little time frame of what I'm gonna do it. So for the last few days, a week before the class, which is on Friday, I said I'm gonna go live and make sure you guys know when the date's gonna be. Make sure you all are getting your workbooks on time. And I created the free course that you all can be able to get. I added all of the link. Well, my assistant did. I didn't add the link. My assistant did. I'm not gonna lie about that. But still have to pay it, right? But we added all the links in there. We got that course together. That's a free course so that I can give you documents. When I did it before, I had like screenshots of like Goodwill letters, like, okay, y'all got late payments, send this letter in, and you'll see like the letter on the screen. And that's not good enough. Like I actually got the word. I actually got the document in there, so y'all could just copy and paste the document, or well, I don't have the document yet, but it's gonna be a Word document too, so you can just fill it in. That's gonna be so much easier. But yeah, I was just like, you know what? I want to make sure that I do the credit lock in with you all. It's like if y'all really want to make sure y'all fix y'all credit, y'all want to go into the new year, because I'm forget this is on the last day of the new year. That's why I picked October 17th, because it's 75 days, and the 75th day is New Year Eve. So while everybody's talking about my New Year resolution, I'm gonna work on my credit, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna, I'm gonna start loving me. I'm doing all these different things. You know, people got their New Year's resolution. We already even started it now. We're gonna already be locked in on our credit. Y'all gonna start getting a lot of increases on y'all credit because y'all already start doing everything now. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna do the 3 classes, and this is one that's gonna be 7 to 8 o'clock, and then this one is gonna be at 9 o'clock here. So it's gonna be at 9 o'clock, and this one will start to November 1st. This one start on Friday. I got a bundle of all 3 of the books, so y'all can go ahead and get the books. And I tried to make them like coordinate like with their colors, but they all really go together. And yes, Nikki, I can't wait too. But if you want to see our yesterday, if you didn't see the full recording, make sure you go inside the course and watch that recording, because I did the first 7 days kind of with you, like telling y'all what y'all gonna have to do. Make sure y'all go inside that free course. After you guys purchase the books, I'm gonna have your phone number. I'm gonna text you the link to that course. I want you all to go inside the course and watch that video if you haven't already, where I start going through this is what we're gonna go over. So I start saying, hey, get Credit Karma, get the Experian app. That's what we're going to use. I'm going to show you guys some other places where you can get your credit reports, all 3 for $1. How to get them for free also, all 3 of your credit reports. So I was going over all these different steps. We did the SMART goals, all these different things. So yeah, you guys, we definitely went over a lot of stuff. It's going to be inside the course, but if you haven't done it, just make sure you in the course. You don't have to go and look at the video like, you ain't got to do that. We're going to go through all this stuff. I just want y'all to take y'all time with this one here. This the only one y'all going to take y'all time with. I'm telling y'all, this only one that's going to hold y'all. This is a hand holder right here, 75 days. And this one right here honestly made me so bored, because it's like teaching a kid like how to count, and you like 1 plus 1 is, and they like it's like two, because you do it so many times, because it's such it holds your hand. And not that I don't want to teach her or whatnot, but I'm saying this one right here is, it don't hold your hand at all. Like, I gotta make sure I keep up with y'all to make sure that y'all know, like, is y'all getting this? Because we trying to get 100 points in 30 days. This is more fast paced, but this is fine though, because y'all can do it 2 times and still will be faster than this one. That's why I say stay at the 8 o'clock class, and let's do the 9 o'clock class. This is gonna be my favorite, because every day we're gonna be doing something new. We may be on the same subject for 3 different days, covering different angles of it. We talk late payments. What kind of late payments are we talking? Student loans? We talking charge offs? How late is it? How to stop it. We gonna be talking about that for 3 days, maybe in here. But in this one, we talk late payments. There's only one day. We're not going over it again. That subject is behind us. When I say, hey, find some people to add you as an authorized user. If you want to, add a trade line on, right? We ain't talking about that no more. When I say, oh, let's work on doing our dispute letters to get some accounts deleted, one day, we're not talking about that again. This one, I separated every single day. We're gonna do a different bureau. I'm gonna show you how to do the letters. This is more for those people that know a nice amount about credit, or if you just want to kind of get thrown into, people throw their kids in the water so they can learn how to swim. This is kind of that thing. Like, once you get thrown in there, you're gonna learn how to swim. But this one right here is very fast paced. So it's gonna be like, okay, we over that subject, but I still gotta make sure I answer questions, because maybe the day before I told y'all to do y'all dispute letters, and I'm gonna say, okay, tomorrow I'll mail them out, and then I also have it too, where I can create free dispute letters for you all. But when it comes out to y'all dispute letters, y'all just need to have certain things in y'all dispute letters, because if they don't delete it, that's not, I don't look at it, some don't get deleted. I don't look at it the same like I did before. I used to try to force it, like, this is going to get deleted. It just don't happen like that. Sometimes you just gonna have to sue, but you just need to have certain things in your dispute letter so that you could possibly be able to sue, and not even just sue, but make sure y'all getting money, because that's gonna help you all when y'all get money and get those accounts eventually deleted and the results that y'all want. That's what's gonna help y'all have more money to put towards y'all other debt or whatnot. But we got to go over dispute letters in here, so I'll show you all how to get the dispute letters done. And in this one right here too, don't forget, this one starts November 1st at 9 o'clock. So we're gonna have 7 and 8 o'clock. That's gonna start Friday. I'm still gonna stay at 9 o'clock. Just talking to you all. I have to stay in the groove of going live until 10 o'clock. If I get out of that groove, I'm not gonna want to do it. It's kind of like one of the things when you develop in a habit, you gotta just keep doing it until it just sticks. So it's like once I get done with this, I'm thinking about in the new year, I'm gonna do a third one. Like I'm gonna do like a new year one, like do this again for the new year from January 1st to January 30th. I'm thinking about it. Like I keep saying, I'm thinking like I really want to do it. But after that, if I say, I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna get out of the groove of going live from 7 to 10 o'clock. So I just gotta keep making sure I go live every single day. To make sure that I'm in the groove for it. But this one is going to be at 9 o'clock. It starts November 1st. It's going to be 30 days long. Also, it's going to start again December 1st and end December 30th. And then this one right here is going to be a 7 o'clock class and an 8 o'clock class. And this is Eastern Standard Time. All of the notes, if I think that y'all need to know something, everything is up here. Okay, so everything that y'all need to know is up here. So YouTube and Facebook, y'all thing is up here, and our thing is right here for this. And then since we got two separate classes, they're gonna both be on two separate days, right? I'm gonna make sure I change this whole thing out. So this gonna be up at 7 to 8 o'clock, and then at 9 o'clock, I have to switch it over so that y'all to know that we in this book now and what page we're on. So it says this free class starts in 2 days. When we actually get in it, it's gonna say free credit class day 26, free credit class day 3. It's gonna say that on there, and I'm gonna have to switch it out because the free credit class is going to be on here. The only difference is that some people gonna have a book and some people don't. And imagine me teaching y'all stuff and y'all don't actually have a book, and I'm telling y'all see where it says this, and y'all like, and no, like we're talking about student loans. If you got student loans, maybe you want to consolidate it. You can see this area right here where you all can be able to write, keep notes. We're tracking our credit scores. Also, this is about working out, being healthy. So we actually tracking our weight too. We talking about 3 things that we're grateful for. We're putting the date up here. I want you all to make sure that you're doing a great intake on your water. Y'all don't understand, our body and our mind has so much to do with our finances. So I want you to drink at least a gallon of water per day. If you can't drink that, that's fine, but just drink more water. Hopefully, I'll just rub off on you just drinking more water. And then also exercising for 45 minutes per day. Just go for a walk outside. So you will want to have the workbook, and then say if I say, oh yeah, if y'all got student loans, I got all of the phone numbers for the student loan companies inside the course. Go to whatever that day was. I skipped the day. Let's say it's day 58. Go to day 58 inside the course because y'all getting a free course when y'all purchase the workbook, and go get those numbers. I don't know who that is when they request to join. But go to day 58 inside the course. If y'all don't get the books, y'all not gonna have a course. So it's gonna be such a disadvantage. So that's why I say these books are very inexpensive. Go ahead and get the books, and I suggest you really get these bundles. And I have a 99% on time delivery rate. It's some that just don't, like the ones that didn't get delivered, they had like this thing where they said we couldn't enter your house. You got like a lock. Sometimes I don't know what's going on with that. We have some type of lock we couldn't get to there. I don't know. You got to come pick it up. That messed up my delivery rate. But still, 99, they saying it's very, very good. I think I think like an 80% they let me kind of get away with. But I'm like, no, I want to make sure that you all are getting these workbooks. So the people that bought their workbooks tonight, starting at around 10 o'clock when I get off a live, I'm going to actually text you all the link to the course. Not only am I going to text y'all the link to the course, but I'm also going to make sure that your orders are being printed out and packed. So they'll let you know how long it's going to take for you all to get the course. So they'll be able to let you know, like, oh, it's gonna take this many days for y'all to get the books, basically, not the course, to get the books, because I don't have control over that. All I can do is just make sure I have it all packed up and sent to you all. That's all I can really do. So I do suggest you get the bundle though. Is all 3 of these. And when we start the class, 7 o'clock, I'm going to start the class. I'm going to wait 5 minutes for y'all to come in. But don't be alarmed though. Like any class that y'all miss is gonna be in a free course. That's why I tell y'all, get inside the course ASAP. Anything that y'all miss is going to be inside the course. So I'm gonna wait for y'all to come in for 5 minutes. I'm gonna teach y'all until 7:45, and then I'm gonna let y'all ask any questions that y'all want. If I missed any questions, then I'm gonna go back and answer those questions. And then I'm gonna repeat everything I did at the 7 o'clock class. I'm gonna repeat that for 8 o'clock. I'm gonna wait 5 minutes for y'all to come in. I'm going to teach y'all until 8:45, answer any questions that y'all have at 8:45. And then at 9 o'clock, I'm going to go ahead and do this book here. So this book is going to be the 9 o'clock class. Wait 5 minutes for y'all to come in. teach y'all until 9:45, answer any questions that y'all have, and then we're gonna be done. I'll see y'all again at 7 o'clock. So this is the 7 to 8 o'clock class. This is gonna be the 9 o'clock class. This one starts on Friday. This one starts November 1st. So this one right here is raise your credit score 30 points. 100 points in 30 days. So this one right here, I wanted to make us like even where we can all remember it. So I said, you know what? Let's just start November 1st. It'll end November 30th. I'll start it again December 1st. It'll end December 30th. This one right here is 75 days long. So I want you to have it done before the new year hit. I want y'all go ahead and hopefully y'all do some type of vision board or something like that, or write y'all goals for the year. I love to be able to do that. When y'all do that, credit is not going to be at the top of your priority. And then if y'all had goals that y'all wanted to buy a house, y'all wanted to get a car, it's going to be so much easier now. So that's why I say, you know what, we're doing a lock in on TikTok anyway. Let me make sure that y'all have these books available. So let's make sure that it's going to be done before the new year starts. So that's why it starts October 17th, because that's getting kind of awkward too. I've been talking about it since like September 6th. Let's do a lock in on it. And I was like, you know what? I was gonna just give y'all a workbook. And I was like, you know what? Let me actually teach it to y'all again, because having a workbook is not enough. Trust me. Having a workbook is not enough, especially if you don't know much about credit. It's kind of like, we get workbooks for school, but a teacher, they can teach you, a professor can teach you way more about that book. So yeah, that's why I said I'm going to make sure I teach you all everything that I know in regards to this credit. I know that y'all can get some great results as long as y'all applying yourself. So make sure y'all apply yourselves, and I'm pretty sure y'all can get some great results. And then y'all gonna have a free course. So if y'all have any questions, go inside the free course, ask y'all questions there. Y'all gonna see me here on live. Like, y'all not really asking questions now, but y'all gonna have all the time to ask me questions. Like, if y'all have questions, y'all feel like y'all are missing anything, y'all just ask me the questions. I'll be happy to answer it. And then y'all can also message me. So message me your questions. I had somebody asking me about how they was doing like they doing Euro. Like, I help people in Canada. Like, I realized that the credit system is about like the credit bureaus. We have special rights in the United States, but it's all about the credit bureau. So I did help someone in Canada get stuff deleted from their credit reports. And then too, some people be asking me, I guess they're like in Europe or something like that, questions. But guess what? If they dealing with the same bureaus we dealing with, they don't have knowledge like how we're doing this now. They don't have knowledge like this. They're still behind on like what to do a lot of times, or only like the upper class people know exactly what to do. I will get the first 4 days or the week. So yeah, you're gonna get the first 4 days of the workbook. And if you need more than that, I'll make sure I give it to you. So yeah, you're gonna get the first 4 days. So if you guys were to get it late, seeing that class is gonna start in 2 days, you're gonna have the first 4 days. I'm gonna add it to the course tomorrow. So you're welcome. Anything that you all are going to need, I'm gonna make sure that you have it available in the course 24 hours before you actually need it. Okay. So if I know that y'all need y'all dispute letters, because we're gonna start doing disputes, I'm gonna already have that inside the course. So y'all can go ahead and get in the course. So if we start dispute letters on the 8th day, for example, we start talking about on the 6th day, you're gonna go into the course and you'll see like sections 1 through 10. You'll know your dispute letters is in that section right there, because we're gonna do it on the 6th. But when I come on here, I'll go through everything, right? And then I'll be like, oh, go and look in days 1 through 10, and y'all will find the dispute letter, because y'all don't know probably what y'all need, but I learned a lot of stuff that y'all needed when I started doing this for people. I already knew, like I was telling y'all, oh, y'all got late payments, that's fine, because it's in here, but I never realized that y'all gonna need that dispute letter too. Anything on your credit report. Well, let me say, I'm not an attorney, I'm not trying to give you legal advice, but what I personally found, that anything on your credit report can be disputed. And then too, I be saying credit bureaus, they're not like a bureau. They're just a privately owned company that was collecting information for so long that they became huge, that everybody started depending on them. It became the standard. So anything that's on your credit report, you can dispute it legally. So we're going to go through. I always tell people, anything that's negative on there, like collections, charge off, we gonna work to get that stuff off. Repossessions, your bankruptcies, your inquiries, as long as no account is attached to it, we're gonna work to remove those different things too. So legally, anything can be disputed. That's one right that I know that we definitely have for the FCRA. We can legally dispute anything that's on our credit reports. And I tell people, don't overthink it. Like, some people will be like, I did have that Capital One account. And it's like, we're not disputing that the account is not yours. we're disputing. I'm excited too. We're disputing that is incorrect. Y'all gonna see our credit reports are supposed to be 100% correct or 100% accurate. So we're going to be disputing. Oh, thank you so much. We're going to be disputing different things. So we're going to be disputing that the balance is different on all three credit bureaus, that they missing payment history or the payment history is not correct because you got one account. So for example, you got a Capital One account, right? So Capital One should be the same on all three credit bureaus. And that's why I like that you guys are going to go. Hopefully you guys go through the company. I tell you, get your credit reports for them because I have a system that can pull in your credit reports and then it can show you all of the different errors. Let me show you what I mean though, because you're gonna need this for you need to know what your errors look like. That way you're not doing like we're not doing no identity theft. We're not doing none of that over here. Like identity theft or anything like that. We're not doing any of that because we want to be able to set ourselves up to sue and get money. We want to be able to flip it and get money. We don't want them to be trying to come after us. We want to be able to get money from them. So and let me show you what it's going to look like to see errors. So this right here is an example of what it's going to look like if you had errors. You see all of the different red marks. They already looking at it, y'all. Let me show y'all. You see all of the different red marks on here? Where's that button at? Here we go. These red marks right here, because I got this blurred out because y'all can't, so y'all won't be able to see it. But these red marks means this Experian up and down right here. Experian, this is Equifax, and this is TransUnion. Okay. You can see they all here vertically, okay? So Experian first, Equifax in the middle, and TransUnion. When y'all see these red marks, that means that the addresses are not matching. But y'all can see the address right here don't match. These are old ones, so I feel like, they give me permission to show y'all these. But look right here. You can see that these addresses don't match. So these right here, that show the errors, that meaning that this stuff can be deleted if you want it to be deleted. Even that date of birth is different right here on Experian because they don't show they don't show your full date of birth. They're probably just showing like the year. But again, that's still error. So you could tell them, hey, fix that. And then also they got foreign names on here. That's red, meaning that it's nothing on the other two bureaus. Maybe you want to just get that deleted too. And then the name. How did they got the name different on all three credit bureaus? That's what's red. So my system does this with accounts too. So when they pull up the whole account, they'll say like the balance. So they'll have like the balance, they'll have like the ones that's different, it'll be red. So if you see any red, okay, hold on. I'm gonna dispute the balance. That's wrong. All the payment history, it's some red spots in the payment history. I'm disputing that because if you find errors, you're gonna ask them to fix it. And if they don't fix it, that's how you can possibly have that legal action against them for them not fixing it. But we're gonna go more into that. But I want you to just know that like we're gonna find something wrong. That's the whole name of the game. Like we're gonna find something wrong. And I tell you guys all the time, if you have been here listening to me, when me having settlements with companies, a lot of times their biggest thing is hush hush, don't tell nobody. Like that's the biggest thing. Sometimes they'll say things along the lines too of don't tell them how your lawsuit came about, but I can talk about anything that's public records. So when it comes down to like the public records, that's what was in my complaint. So I would say things about for like collection companies. I was for collection companies, the biggest thing with collection companies is when we send them out a dispute. Oh, let me show y'all my video. I'm sorry, I didn't switch y'all back over. Let me remove this. With the collection companies, what's going to happen is if we send out a letter to the collection company, what we're doing is we send out letters to the credit bureaus first. We're gonna say, hey, we got these problems with this collection. They reagent it, and I'm gonna show y'all what reagent mean. They reagent is that they don't have this information on here correct. Some of them is reporting it like they're the original company and they're not the original company. We're gonna find all of these errors, right? Once we find these errors, we're gonna send it to the credit bureaus. The credit bureaus are probably gonna come back and say, oh, it's verified. The company said that they're right and you're wrong. Okay, they said we're right and wrong. So we're gonna send another letter to the collection company and say, okay, how are you verifying this is accurate? I need to see how you own this debt, how you authorize to do this. Because at that point, once they say it's right, but we know, I'm gonna show you how to find an error that is not right because it's one account. All three credit bureaus should say the same exact thing. It shouldn't be nothing different. So what we're going to do is we're going to send a letter to that collection company, and I'm going to have that letter for you all for free inside the course, as long as you buy the books down below. When we get in that part of the book, where we got to go over this, I'm going to have it available for you all for free, but she'll send it to the collection company and we'll be able to say, this is wrong, that is wrong. We need all of these documents from you. And also with the credit bureaus, we're going to ask them, okay, what documentation did you receive to say that it's correct? And a lot of times they're not going to be able to give you, they're not going to give you documentation. They're just going to say that the company said it was correct or whatnot, right? And then at that point, once you talk to the collection company and the credit bureaus, you talk to the credit bureaus for 2 months. That last letter, you're gonna basically and now let me not say you're gonna basically, I'm not trying to give y'all legal advice. That last letter is like, hey, I tried to work this out with y'all still putting this on my credit report. You're verifying a debt that you have not validated. So, I'm requesting $10,000. You delete this from my credit report and I will not sue you. You got 15 days to make a move. That's what's going to be mostly like a demand letter. But once you go through those stages and you're not just saying things like, people trying to do identity theft, I just don't see it. Or people are doing like the data breach right now. People are going real heavy on the data breaches. And I'm like, I ain't doing no data breach because I'm trying to get money. I would rather get the money and I'll wait that thing on out than to be trying to do a data breach. And I see a lot of people, and I have clients too. They got like $150, but I'm like, they robbed you really bad. And not only did they rob you really bad, you took that money from them, but I feel like you were supposed to got way more money than that. And so I try to have y'all set up so that if y'all want to take legal action, y'all have the right to, especially if you got identity theft. If you have an account on your credit report that you can really say is not yours, who you gonna be set up? I'm telling you, if you can say that it's not yours for real, I don't care what it is. If the account is not yours, you got a big problem. And ain't trying to remove it. And two, when I do the dispute letters, honestly, when we do the dispute letters, it's two different kind of dispute letters you may want to send too. You got the dispute letter where it's like, let's just say whatever I can say to make them delete it because I know I'm not going to sue them. And then the ones where you like, I know I'm going to sue them. Let's say what I need to say legally, but I want to make it so that they gonna think that I'm fake or something, that they're not gonna delete it, and then you can take the legal action. So it's two kind of dispute letters, honestly, too, where it's like you want to do enough to make sure that you got all your legal stuff in there, but you like, I want to take the legal action, so I'm going to go the route to not tip them off too much because a lot of times they think that we're fake. Like another thing, this is what made me realize that this is just a game that they're playing. Why is it that when I send out letters for a lot of my clients, I told you I send a lot of letters, I send them all certified, right? Why is it that when I send out a lot of letters, I can see, okay, accounts are getting deleted. But when I was sending letters out for myself too, they'll be like, it looks like you're working with a credit company. Girl, this is me. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're working with a credit company. It's like, okay, y'all pick and choose when y'all want to say credit company. And I think that they pick and choose when they want to say credit company when they know that they're legally required to get stuff, they're legally required to delete stuff from your credit report. And they just try to throw that off as, oh, you're working with a credit company because they say that you're just working with a credit company, then it kind of takes the blame off of them for having to take certain action to make sure that this stuff is accurate. So I just know that this stuff is fully a game, but we're going to make sure that we knock it out with these workbooks. Okay. So I already got about 30 more minutes to go live. I'm going to go ahead and send everybody that purchased their book. I'm going to send you all a link to the course, put your email address in. Just being a course, I want y'all to really watch their first 5 videos. If y'all watch the first 5 videos in there, it just shows y'all what we're going to go through, what we're talking about in the course. When you guys do that, then when we start on Friday and we start our first book, which is this book right here, y'all not going to be confused as to what we're doing. Okay, so this is the workbook that we're going to go over. So I suggest that you guys just have your books. And for the people that's purchasing the books now, you probably not going to get it on time, but don't worry. When you guys purchase your book, I already know that you're supposed to have a copy of this. So I'm going to add the first 4 days inside the course so that you can go ahead and print it out and then you can know exactly what's going on because it's a lot of stuff in there. Granted, I am doing it live where I'm going to be able to talk to you all live about these things. But at the same time, even with me talking to you all live, it's going to be some stuff that you need to look at in this book. It's definitely going to be some stuff that you're going to need in that course. So I suggest you make sure that you have your workbooks. And then when you make sure that you have your workbooks, you're not going to be missing anything because you can read everything that I'm talking about. And then on top of that, too, you can be able to look into the course. Once you look into the course, you'll be able to get any documents that's missing. So you're going to have a lot of documents. So I have a long list of things. This is like the original book that I did do. So you're gonna have a long list of things that you're gonna have to download inside the course, and it's gonna make your situation smoother. It's gonna make everything run smoother. But this is 75 days of things that we're gonna have to do. This one is going to start on Friday from 7. It's gonna be at 7 and at 8 o'clock. It's the same class. I'm just repeating it. So I'm gonna do the 7 o'clock class, and then I'm gonna do the 8 o'clock class. And the goal is to have 180 points in the 75 days. This one's going to end December 31st, so right before the new year. So when you guys write your goals down, you'll be knowing what your credit look like. You can have those goals. So you know what I did? Say I want to get me a new car. I know I said I want to get a new house. I know I want to say I want to do this or whatever it is. You can hopefully credit can help you be able to do whatever you want to do faster or better. And then this one we're going to do at 9 p.m. This one is going to start November 1st. This is a more faster pace. You still going to need both of them because this book right here is basically this book, but is accelerated basically. So this book may tell you do 4 pages in this book because it's the same topic. So this is going to be a very accelerated book, but I do suggest you try to go ahead and get this so you can know exactly what's going on. Now we're doing it all here live on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, and also I'm gonna have Instagram on the first day. So we're gonna do all of this stuff live. But the thing is, you need to have your workbook so you can fully follow along. And then when I say, okay, that dispute letter I told y'all about, it's in the course. Oh, you want the letter to remove your inquiries? It's in the course. If y'all don't have it in the course, then y'all gonna be confused or y'all gonna be behind because a lot of stuff we're not going to repeat, especially this one. This one right here, we're not gonna be repeating. This one right here, we may repeat a few things, we may tweak how we're gonna say it because everybody's situation is different. But this right here, this is not a repeating book. It's gonna tell you we're gonna do disputes one day and that's it. We may never go over disputes ever again. You have to repeat the whole book so you can get back to that page. We may talk about inquiries. We're not going to talk about inquiries again. We're going to talk about authorized users. We're not going to talk about it again. Add in accounts. Depending on the account, we may talk about that multiple times. But, because it's different kind of accounts that you guys going to have. If you guys have certain debts, I'm going to say, hey, try to get some 0% APR credit cards. Because if you're paying interest on your credit card anyway, you might as well move that balance over to a 0% APR credit card that's not going to charge you interest. And once you do that and they're not charging interest anymore, the money that you're paying can now go towards that debt. So that's why I'm going to make sure that we're going to most likely go over that a lot of times in here. And also, you all will have a list in here. There's going to be a list in here that's going to tell you everything that I really want you to have done. It's a checklist in here. So it's going to be a checklist in here that's going to tell you everything that I really want you all to have done. And then too, everything will be broken up into weeks to let you know this is what we're going to be doing in here. But this is going to be our 9 o'clock class. So this is going to start November 1st. It's going to end November 30th. It's going to start again December 1st. It's going to end December 30th. So make sure you all get it. And I suggest you all get the bundle. Let me get the book that I just dropped. I suggest you want to get the bundle. And with the bundle, you're going to get this in there, Sewing to Win. So if you got collection companies, you definitely need this book here. It's basically how to be able to sue the collection companies, creditors, and also the credit bureaus and get money back. So that's what this, I don't want to say get money back, but get money. Because you're suing them, it's not no money back, basically. You're being able to sue them. So that's what this book is. I have settlements with all 3 credit bureaus. I have settlements with collection companies. I also have also sue creditors. I don't have a settlement with them, but all of my accounts got deleted from my credit reports. It was like $40,000 worth of debt. They never came after me and tried to sue me for that debt, and they never sold it to a collection company. So it's basically following the things that's in here. I took 2 courses in college to show me how to basically go through all these steps. But now that I personally went through them with federal court, which is what I love now, went through it through federal court, I kind of make it very, very easy so that you all can read this and go through it. So this kind of like no gatekeeping. So at the end of our courses, like the last week, I'm going to talk about this a lot. So you're going to hear me talk about this a lot, but we're going to already be setting up for this thing. So if they don't do what we need them to do, you're going to already be setting up for it in this book here. And it's the one that's going to start Friday. And then don't forget, it's going to be Eastern Standard Time because people have been asking like, oh, when is it going to be? It's going to be Eastern Standard Time. So this is the book that we're going to go over on Friday, 7, 8 o'clock. We're on 180 points in the 75 days. I know you all are watching now, but once you get your books, you just got to come back on Friday. We got to just start getting into it. Now, on Friday, y'all see I'm running my mouth about these books right now. I'm just making sure y'all all have y'all books. I feel like I did a fair warning. I came on here every day for a week. I've been talking about this stuff. Once we started here, I'm going to have the first 4 days of this book inside the course. So once you guys buy the books, I really suggest you guys get like the package deal of all three of them. But once you guys buy the books, I'm going to actually send you a link to the course. So you're going to get your books in the mail, but I'm going to send you a link to the course. So I know class starts in 2 days. I'm not going to slow down for anybody. We're going to start. Like we starting this course. The first 4 days is going to be in a course. So I suggest you go in there, take a screenshot of it or print it out. I suggest you really just print it out. Print it out because you're going to have homework and stuff you're going to have to do. First day, we're going to have work we got to do, okay? Every day in here, we're going to have something that we have to do. I do have a few resting periods in this book. This one, not really. No, you ain't resting. We trying to get 100 points in 30 days. Ain't no resting in here. But this right here, we're going to have resting periods where it's going to be like, okay, we just kind of reviewing what we talked about already. I'm going deeper into that same topic. So I'm going to go and we have like a few times to rest in here. They said they called the lenders to verify the account. They said they What do you mean by they call the lenders to verify the account? You tell me more about that because I don't know. I'm not sure. And then I've been up late too. I may be a little slow right now, honestly. Honestly, I may just be a little off. But be more specific because I go into a whole rant about something you ain't even talking about. But be more specific about that. But yeah, I'm put the first few days of this inside the course. You're gonna get a text message for the course. Get in the course. I'm gonna teach you all again how to get your dispute letter. I mean, how to get your dispute letters. All gonna be inside of there. I'm gonna show you guys like where it's gonna be at every single day. I'm gonna teach you everything that's in here. So it's every day we're gonna have something different that we're gonna be doing in here. So I do suggest you all have your workbook. You're gonna have plenty space to write in here. Take notes every 7 days. I put a place in here where you can like write and take notes. This is the thicker book because this is like the main book. And then this is like a part two in a way. It's like an accelerated version. Oh, thank you so much for following me. This is more of like accelerated version right here. So this is more of an accelerated version of this book. So this may say do 4 pages inside of this book. Or maybe two. I'll tell you, oh, we talk about this same subject on these pages inside of this book. So this is more an accelerated version. So even if you want to do this one's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, November 1st through the 30th, and then also December 1st through the 30th. Even though this one is going to be at 9, even though it's going to be at 9 p.m., I do suggest you all have this workbook here because it's going to play off of stuff that's in here. A lot of times in here, I'm going to say, hey, go to the Strong and 75. It's going to be on these pages, just in case you need more clarifications or anything like that. But I do suggest you just get the bundle of all three of them. I'm going to mail them out. I'm going to print all of your things out today. I'm going to mail them out first thing tomorrow. And then if you're missing anything, you're going to be able to have it anyway. The first 4 days of this, I'm going to make sure I add it inside of the course so you guys can be able to have it so you don't have to worry about it. But it's going to be inside the course. So the first 4 days of this, and anybody that come after that, we're going to figure it out. Okay. We're going to have to figure it out. But I'm going to text you all the course after I get done going live. I only got 23 more minutes. I'm so proud of myself for just going live on time. I'm yelling at the kids. You're like, go in the back. I've been yelling at them because I want to make sure that I'm on time for this. I'm going to take this very serious because I know when I start school next year that I'm not going to be available like that. Like when I start law school, I don't know what that's going to look like. And for me, I had to take a lot of time to be able to learn how to sue, how to properly sue. And look how I'm able to come back and teach you all now. Y'all don't have to take the same course that I took. Y'all able to get this information without it. So when I go to law school, I want to go to law school and gather all of the information that I never even knew. And even though I want to be a consumer attorney, you drop everything at 7 p.m. Yes, you able to get in that bed. Even though I want to be a consumer attorney, my professor told me make sure I keep an open mind. She's like, keep an open mind because you might want to practice other law. I didn't even want to practice this law. I thought that it was going to be easy where I can connect y'all with attorneys and everything was going to be kumbaya and stuff like that. But now these attorneys act like they don't even know how to sue. Even the attorneys I tried to get to help me with my case, they was like, oh, you don't even have a case. And it's like, And it discouraged me for a while, but then I end up just doing it on my own and I have settlements. So for them to say I didn't have a case and not end up with settlements, like how does that work? So when I go to law school, I want to be able to focus and yeah, I want to be able to focus during that time when I go to law school. When you're trying to delete something on your credit report, they come back verified. Mm, I get what you're saying. Let me read that comment one more time now. They lying though. They say they called the lenders to verify the account. That is not true. Um, what can I say? Because there's certain things I can say, certain things I can't say in regards to this based off of my settlements. But one thing I can say is this is okay. So this is something I did not have from my settlements. I didn't learn from doing like requests for productions or anything like that. Because when you do requests for productions, you asking the credit bureaus, you asking these companies, send me these documents, send me your procedures. How is this done? How is that done? This is something I've been new. So I got to make sure I say that out there because I want them to sue me for saying something I wasn't supposed to say. But this is the thing: when they get our dispute letters, they scan into their system called the eOscar system, right? Yeah, they not gonna send us no method of verification. They gonna just be like, they verified it. That's it. Like you better take that and leave it. Even if they even respond, some of them not even gonna respond, but they're gonna scan our letters into the eOscar system, which is they like form an AI. They gonna scan into their system. Their system gonna say whether or not they feel like it's coming from a credit company, whether they want to answer the dispute or not. But they're going to go ahead and scan it in. They're going to send our actual dispute letters. They're going to send a copy of our dispute letters to the companies. It's going to be in their system. And then at that point, the company gonna say whether or not what they're gonna do with it, whether they're gonna say it's good, whether they're gonna update it, and that's it. There's no back and forth with the documents. I read that in another book that there's no back and forth with the documents. And then I just found out that was true based off what I was doing. The credit bureaus could never send me a document from them. They'll always say go to their company and get it. But why gotta go to the company and get it if you said it was verified? You should already have it, right? They'll always tell me to go to the company and get it. Never have I gotten any documents from a credit reporting agency. Never. I never got the document. They be just lying, but they don't never call them. They'll send it over electronically and then they'll verify it that way. I learned that from when I started taking classes for like the collection companies. Like if you had a collection company, it was a compliance class to make sure you didn't get in trouble as a collection company. I took the classes if I had a collection company because I wanted to know what did they need to have, so I can find out what's my angle to them. Like, if you were supposed to have this, don't they teach y'all this in class? So you supposed to have this. So that's why I ended up taking a class, and I realized a lot of things in terms of their systems. Everything is done electronically. They're never talking to anybody. They're never talking to anybody. But that's why I say don't even think about that stuff no more. I'm telling y'all now, don't think about that. When I learned so much stuff to even be able to sue, I pieced it with what I already knew, and I read so many books as y'all can see. I read a lot of books, and I listen. I look at a lot of forums for people that have stuff going on, and I read so many cases too where I was able to see certain things too, where they said certain things. I'm like, what? Um, I disputed late payment with experts that came back verified. Yeah, so the thing is, that's their thing: verify, verify, verify. That's it. Now, if you really don't have, so the thing is this is the thing though. If you really do have a late payment with them, like I say with late payments, and you actually do have late payment, you can't, you just going to keep begging them to remove it. A negative account that you want to have deleted. Because don't forget, if you keep disputing that late payment, they may delete the whole account. They're going to get tired of you and delete the whole account. And that's probably not what you want in a way. You just want the late payment removed. Because if they delete the whole account, all of the good reporting for that could be gone. So I always say if you really got late payment with them, you don't want them to delete the full account, just keep begging them to remove it, send some goodwill letters. And we're gonna have a goodwill letter in the course. Send some goodwill letters to the original company. So if you got a late payment with Capital One, send it out to Capital One, a goodwill letter to them. It's basically a letter saying, I'm sorry, I messed up. This is ruining my life. I'm trying to get a house, trying to get a car. It's basically a sob letter, like, please help me. Like, remove these late payments. It's damaging me so much. I've been on time lately. This is not going to happen again. It's basically that's what a goodwill letter is. But if you really did not have a late payment with them, don't go back and forth with them about no late payment. Don't go back and forth with them. That's what lawsuits are for. That's what lawsuits are for. I would not be going back and forth with them. Like if you really did not have a late payment, they marked you late. Cause y'all know the late payments, they're 35% on our credit score. That's the biggest thing. Late payments, they're worse than having a collection added to your credit reports. They're worse than having a bankruptcy added to your credit reports because that late payment right there is shows that you're currently late. If you can't pay that bill, why would somebody else want to give you a credit card? That's kind of if you find out somebody owe money to somebody else and then they come ask you for money and then you heard the other person complaining for 2 weeks now. Maybe she said she gonna give me my money. She didn't give my money. It's been 2 weeks now. And then they come asking you, you gonna be like, no, So that late payment is like it's very, very bad because now it's warning everybody, don't lend to her. She messed up right now. Don't do it right now. She's messed up right now. So those late payments are very, very bad. But if you really did not have a late payment with them, this is I'm not trying to give you legal advice, but this is what I would do. I would send dispute letters to like if it's Equifax, I would send dispute letters to Equifax saying, hey, there's a late payment on my credit report that should be right there. Delete from my credit report. Keep it very simple. It should not be there. I was not late, period. And then two, they're gonna say, oh, it was verified. Okay, good. Can you show me the method of how you verified this account? Who verified it or whatnot? And then I will actually send a letter to that company. I will send a letter to that company. Yes, I do have a late payment for real, but I'm trying to force them to correct it. Well, you got to send a dispute letter and you just got to hope for the best. I'll be honest with you. If it's, you got to hope for the best with them late payments. Because it's not like, let me finish this just in case somebody do have a late payment that they wanted to take care of though. So send a letter to the credit bureaus. They go come back verified. You send a letter to the credit bureaus again, like how did you verify it? And then you also going to send a letter directly to the company, like, hey, you reported me late on here. I was not late. You need to remove this late payment from my credit reports and send me how I was late or whatever. They're going to come back verified again. And then I will send out a last demand, like, give me $10,000, delete this from my credit report, and then I won't sue you. But if you don't do it, I'm taking you to court and you got 30 days or you got 15 days. That's what I would actually do. But with late payments, I'm telling you now, it's not like you okay with them deleting the account. If you're okay with them deleting the account, like sometimes people have like student loans with a lot of late payments, but they want the account deleted in general. I don't even treat it like a late payment. I treat it like a charge off. I find all of the different errors that's on there and I'll just dispute it that way because the credit bureaus are going to get fed up anyway and delete it. And I'm going to give you all a free dispute letter when you do this. They're going to get so fed up with it anyway, they're going to work to delete it. That's what they're going to do. But if you go in there, you just want them to delete the late payment. Yeah, with your mortgage account, I wouldn't suggest to get that deleted unless you're trying to have multiple mortgages, unless you have a lot of late payments or you're going to keep being late on it. Some clients like that. I'm like, if you're going to keep being late on there, we just need to get rid of this because every month they're reporting you late is going to continue to hurt you. Um, But I tell people with late payments like that, it is what it is. But is the 90 days very recent? Like, have you fixed it now? I call it fix the bleeding. Is you stop the late payments from continuing to happen? Because if you have fixed it, then I would say just keep sending out dispute letters and then change the angle of it and be very specific too. With late payments, it's not just being a late payment. Hey, you marked me late from, June from June 2025 to August 2025, my payment history, is it like that? Or your payment status is we're saying you're 90 days late right now, is your payment status wrong? Like, it's going to be different kind of letters you may have to send. But I would just continue to send out letters, honestly. But keep in mind, too, when you mess with them late payments like that, they could delete the whole account. I learned that just from accidentally deleting the account before. Like, I'm sorry. We got to ask for a reinsertion now. I changed my mind, credit bureaus. You can keep a late payment on there, but just put the account back on there. Then you got to ask for a reinsertion of an account. You're asking to reinsert an account on there. Like, I apologize. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to ask you to fully delete it, but I only got 12 minutes left, you all. You can continue to talk about it, but again, that late payment, be careful. That's all I can say about those late payments. You can send out a dispute letter, but the only thing that I don't like about it is that there is a chance that they may delete the full account. Oh, I never knew we had a live dashboard. Oh wow. Okay, I'm looking at this. I never seen this. Got it. Okay. The other one still it's open still. Yeah, if it's open still, like don't they yeah, I wouldn't want them to delete it. I wouldn't want them to delete it. So I'd be very, very careful. So take my saying I should pin this one here. So I'm gonna pin this book. So this right here is the bundle with just the two books. This one is not with the sewing, it's just the bundle with just the two books. But is it not discounted? Because it don't say discounted on here. See? Oh, it's discounted. So that one is 31. So that's when you just get both of these books. You don't necessarily get the one for sewing. You just get both of these books here. You don't necessarily get the one for sewing. Okay, this is cool. So I'm gonna be able to use this when I go live next time. But let me give y'all a quick rundown before I leave out of here. I'm going to make sure that I send you all the links to the course. So if you buy any other books down below, I do suggest though you get the bundle. This is the one with just two of them in there. I do suggest that you guys get the three bundle down there, the three book bundle down there. So this is a class that we're going to do on Friday. It's going to start at 7 o'clock, and also it's going to go again at 8 o'clock. So we got to do this one for 75 days. This one's going to end December 31st. The goal is that you guys are going to get 180 points within the 75 days, and that's 60 points per bureau. So it's a lot of things in here that we're going to have to do. So you see, it's a book full of things that we're going to have to do. All of these come with a free course. So as long as you buy any of these books, you'll get access to the free course. But this is the one that's going to be from 7 to 8 o'clock. So make sure you all definitely have this workbook here. This is the one that we're starting right away. You still got time to get the other ones like this one right here, but I do suggest you just go ahead and get the three book bundle. This one right here is going to start on November 1st and in November 30th. It's going to start again December 1st and December 30th. And then what this one is we're going to work on getting 100 points in 30 days. That's what this one is right here. And this one is basically a more vigorous one than this one. It's basically going to be everything that y'all see inside of this one is going to be in this one, but it's going to be sped up basically. So when we go over a subject, we're not going over again. Every day we're going to have something that we're going to have to learn and do. So just be prepared to do a lot of work for this one. So this is going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This one is from 7 to 8. So the goal is to have 100 points in 30 days. So y'all know we talking about 100 points in 30 days. We got some work that we have to do. So we're gonna actually do the work. We have this class going on twice, November 1st and also again December 1st. So I suggest you go ahead and get the bundle with all three. We also have a two book bundle too that you may see right here on the screen. This is the two book bundle. And then also, I suggest you get this one, especially if you have collections. This is how I show you all how to get money, get deletions, and get some results against the collection companies, also the credit bureaus, and also the creditors. So I have settlements with the credit bureaus, I have settlements with collection companies, and also I sued the creditors before, and I have got some amazing results. I kind of just go through the steps on how you should sue in federal court based off of two classes that I took in college that taught me how to be able to do this. I basically put it in a very easy way, and it's all based off of credit. So I put it all in this format to make it easy for you all. So we're going to talk about this the last week of our class. So you guys are going to be able to learn more about this. So last week of all our classes, we're going to talk about this. And then again, I suggest you all get both books for sure, and then add this one on. Get this one if you know you got some collections. Like if you can get money, that's the icing on the cake. That's what we're going for money. Um, because at this point, we already tried begging them to remove it or asking them to remove it. So at this point, we need to try to get some money from it. Um, This one again is at 7 and 8, and then this one right here is going to start at 9. I suggest you all come for the 8 o'clock class, stay for the 9 o'clock class. And then they're all an hour long. So at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I'm gonna wait 5 minutes for y'all to come in. I'm gonna teach into the 45. So I'm gonna teach until 7:45, teach until 8:45 and 9:45, and then I'm gonna answer all of the questions that you all have. So that's how the class is going to be set up. The class is going to be exactly where you're watching me now. This is exactly where the class is going to be. So wherever you're watching me at now, that's exactly where you need to go. Make sure you liking the video by just tapping the screen. Make sure you all are following me. And make sure you guys turn on the bell so when I'm live, you already know where I'm at. But just be in position because I'm going to make sure that I go live at 7 o'clock. I plan to not miss any days. So we got holidays coming up. I have my birthday coming up. I don't care about any of that. I'm going to make sure I'm live with you all because I know next year when I start law school, I know I'm not going to be available as I am now. I'm going to have to cut a lot of things out of my life. I already know that. And this is probably going to be one of the top things. So that's why I'm redoing this. I did this during the summer. A lot of people got a lot of great results. So I seen that they was doing like a great lock-in on TikTok. I said, let's do a credit lock-in. So I made sure that we was basically gonna have this done before the end of the year. So now our class is going to start on Friday. So we're gonna do the great lock-in. The goal is again, we want 180 points with this one within the 75 days and 100 points with this one for the 30 days. So I suggest that you all just get your books now. Once you get your books, I'm going to actually text you the links to the course. Get inside the course. It's a free course. All you got to do is put your email address in, get inside the course so that when I give you any of the document for these two bureaus, these two books, you'll be able to have them, okay? You'll already have all the documents that you're going to need because while we're doing the class, while I'm live right here, I'm going to be telling you, okay, y'all, so that paper I was telling you is in the course. And if you don't have a course, you're not going to be able to get it. So I suggest that you all get your books now. I'll text you the link right after I go live. So I got 5 more minutes now to go live. I'll text you all the links. And then, yeah, if y'all have any questions, let me know. Y'all can also ask questions, leave comments inside the course. I also have my previous recordings inside of the course too from when I did it before. So that's what I would tell you all to do. Just make sure that you have access to the course. And once you have access to the course, you'll be able to get all of the documents that you need. Do you suggest to send a goodwill letter to the mortgage company instead? Yes, you definitely have to send it to the mortgage company, and I will send it every month. I will send it so much that they'll be tired of me. They'll have to tell me to stop. And then two, guess what? You're not trying to necessarily sue them because you messed up anyway. So just use a regular stamp. I got stamps all around here in my office. Just use a good old regular stamp. I write that letter 12 different ways. I send them that thing for a whole year, telling them how it's hurting my life, how it's messing my life up, how I really want them to help me. That's what I would do. Because again, you really was late on it. So you can't necessarily sue them. So that's the best that you can really do right now, you know? And if you continue to send a letter to the credit bureau, that's when you risking a chance because the company ain't gonna delete it from your credit report. The credit bureau is gonna get tired of you sending a letter sometimes, and they'll delete it, or they'll misinterpret the letter. Like they'll have the AI read it, they'll misinterpret the letter and then delete the account, the full account, or maybe sometimes they'll get deleted from one bureau and not the others. So that's something you have to think about it. But you really don't want to get your mortgage deleted, even with a 90-day. At some point you're gonna be like, forget it. I'm just gonna have this late payment. It's not gonna affect you so much after a while. And it ain't like you're trying to get another house, possibly, I don't know, but it ain't like you're trying to get another house. Just let it go run its course. If for some reason you can't get it deleted, like I said, continue to send that letter every month though. But if for some reason you didn't send it out for a whole year, you usually have like a 30-year mortgage, 15-year mortgage. You try a whole year, whole 2 years, it's not gonna affect you that much anyway. So just move on and just make sure everything else is up to par. Make sure your credit cards is up to par. Make sure you don't have any other negative accounts. Make sure you have those things up to par. That's what I would do. And then make sure too that the 30-day, like the 90 days, like the lateness of it is correct. Oh, you trying to get business one? Yeah, that thing got to come off. Well, I don't. I'll make you the wrong thing. I may tell you the wrong thing because depending on how desperate you is to get certain things, I'm not married to any type of account. So if like some people, like I had clients before, I'm a real estate broker too. I didn't tell y'all that I just don't do real estate that much. I only refer people out around the United States. I don't personally do it anymore. I like this side of it more, and I like being at home with my kids and my family, and I'm in school. So I've been in school for a while, but I had people that was trying to buy a house, but their student loans was hurting them, and I'm like, well, delete them. Delete the student loans. Because you got debt. That debt, debt to income ratio. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. Delete the full student loans. Just delete it. So with that, I don't want to tell you, oh, delete your mortgage, because that mortgage is gonna help you get to the 800s, because you're gonna have a lot of mixture accounts. Will you be talking about disputing from check systems? No, I would not talk about disputing from check systems, but if you go to my YT channel, you'll be able to see me talk about check systems. It's a special letter for that. And then I can give you a copy of that. I worked at the bank when I was younger, and I realized that check systems was the main thing for banks, y'all. If you want to get a bank account with them, you have to have your check systems up to par, because it's basically they're gonna find out if you owe any other banks. That's what that is. You had any other fraud with banks. But yeah, go to that channel. I talked about check systems years ago. But we're not gonna talk about check systems in here. We're gonna really focus mainly on the credit reports. But yeah, I got 1 more minute, y'all. So y'all go and get y'all workbooks. I'm gonna start getting y'all stuff together now so I can sleep in a little bit in the morning. So make sure y'all get y'all workbooks now. I do suggest y'all go ahead and get all three. I'm going to text you all. So go ahead and add your workbooks to the cart now. Go ahead and check out with them. We're going to do this in 2 more days. So we're starting on Friday. So go ahead and get your workbooks now. I'm going to text you all a link to the course. And then don't forget, Nikki, too, if you really want that. I was just gonna say, I texted you that link before. I'm pretty sure, or message me, and then I'll get you that thing for check systems though. But make sure you guys get this. Once I get all the orders that I have, I'm gonna make sure they all get packed up. I'm gonna send them out first thing. Since y'all probably gonna be late with this one probably gonna be coming later than the class. I suggest that you go ahead and get inside the course and get the first 4 days of it, because I'm gonna have the first 4 days of this inside the course. So if you guys are late, don't worry, y'all gonna have the first 4 days. When y'all books come, y'all can transfer everything that y'all wrote on the first 4 days. I suggest y'all just print it out. Y'all can be able to transfer all of that stuff inside the workbook. The goodwill letter should thank you so much for joining. The goodwill letter should I call the company just to know where to send the letter. Well, where are you sending your payment to? And then two, I don't know, the company I'm gonna tell everybody to get their credit reports from, all the address is at the bottom of the bottom of your credit report. Good evening. I'm leaving now, official. I'm gonna leave. We're at our 10 o'clock class now. So we're at our 10 o'clock class. Y'all can do. See, I told y'all I gotta go to sleep. We're at 10 o'clock now. So we got a 7 o'clock class, 8 o'clock class, 9 o'clock class, and that's it. I'm about to go. I gotta send a text message out to everybody that bought their books so that they can get inside the free course. We're starting on Friday. We got 2 more days. Might as well say 1 more day now because this day almost over with. But we got 2 more days. We're gonna get inside this. I'm gonna do the course right here. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I am gone. But you could call them and ask where to send a letter at. Send a letter to. But I would send a letter to multiple places too. Yeah, yeah. You could do that, but I would send it to multiple places too. I would send it to like their corporate, where all the attorney papers go. I would send it there. I would send the thing everywhere. If they got multiple locations or whatnot, I'll be sending it to branch managers. I'll be emailing them. You ain't got nothing to lose. I'm telling you. But again, that's how that it guess it depends on how obsessive you are. Like I'd be obsessed with getting that stuff off. Like I be sending that thing everywhere because if you send it to the credit bureau, it's gonna hurt you. They got a possibility of deleting it. They got a possibility of not deleting it. I would personally take the risk. Honestly, I would, because then I would ask them to reinsert it. If they delete it, I would just say, "Oh no, reinsert it. I just wanted you to delete the late payments, not the full account." So that's something I would do too. Then just switch up your letter too, and make sure you're being very, very specific too. Is it the payment status? I'm pretty sure that you may get some late payments, or you said only Equifax. Why is it not on other bureaus too? Did you already get those deleted? And usually Equifax is the easiest one to be able to delete it. That's the one that should be the easiest to be able to get. deleted. I loved, when Equifax, I think Equifax and TransUnion, Equifax and Experian, when they allowed us to fax in disputes, oh my gosh, y'all, that's when everything was like just coming off. Like they allowed you to fax it in, um, because they machine it was something where they couldn't fully read it, so they'll kind of see what account it is and they'll just get it deleted. But make sure you guys get your books. I'll be back later on. I'll be back tomorrow. If you all have any questions, let me know in the free course. I'm about to text y'all the link to the free course. If you want to do the CFPB, you can do the CFPB, but don't forget too, you got a relationship with that mortgage and you don't want to be calling them out on something that you really wrong on. So make sure you guys get your workbooks. I'll see you all later on. Bye bye, everybody. Good night. All right, y'all. So I will see y'all later too. I'm gonna add this to the course now. Let me copy this link. If you all ever have any questions, let me know. Y'all gotta get y'all books from Amazon. TikTok do not like me to say anything about Amazon or anything like that. So that's why I don't try to say anything about it because they don't like it at all. And TikTok is the main place where I am selling my books. I do want y'all to go to TikTok and get the books too because they are cheaper. Like you can get the bundle of all these books for like $54 or something like that. But if you go on Amazon, you're gonna pay 25 for, one, or 25 for these two. And then this one is like $35 when you could have got basically buy two, get one free by going to TikTok and purchasing it. So definitely look me up on TikTok. You'll be able to find me there. And if you all have any questions, definitely let me know. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. And I'll see you all in the next video. Let me copy this link for before I exit. Alrighty, bye bye, everybody.